welcome back. How are we all? Episode 94. Can you believe it? I thought you'd be dead by now, if I'm being fully honest.
Yeah, same.
But
Yeah,
not for lack of trying. So, last we left off. Just nose goes. Raph, okay, what happened last week?
All right, so last week started out as Donovan dramatically stormed through into Xerxes' tower using his key to gain access and confronted Xerxes about his whole origin, where he came from, the whole Firewalker's connection, and everything else. They had a long and very, very touching talk at times between the two of them. As touching as it can be between the two of them. And Xerxes gives Donnie a fancy coin that at that stage did not learn the value of. He then rejoined the rest of the party and we progressed to the sacrifice trial, which we passed as everyone sacrificed particular items into the flames, which we did. And
we
successfully
totally didn't talk to a god before that.
That came after.
Zev had to do
because
retake.
after that, we teleported back to Ariel Keep. All of us kind of went off on our own little business. Zamani, a beeline
Okay,
straight for
and the
kids.
rest of it only looking at the camera there, Raph. And the rest of it only...
Absolutely.
Directly
Des.
into the,
you know what?
Look
you know what?
directly into the audience's eyes, Raphael.
All right.
Let them know
So-
how you really care.
So Zamani went.
If
to
you
see the
blink, you
kids.
got to restart.
Zeph,
You blink.
like say,
Oh,
zero
wow.
death run.
Steady contest. Ready, set, go.
All right, so Zeph went to see, fuck it, I just blinked. I can't do this. I'm in a blinky mood. I can't do this. 1 second into it, that's as far as I got. But yeah, Zeph went to see the Corvathil. Donnie started drinking early. And we went around in a little circle drinking. Did someone else lose AJ or was that just me?
Nope, we lost
AJ
AJ.
is gone.
We lost AJ?
I'm
Okay.
back. I'm here. Hello.
Rest in peace, AJ. It was good to know.
I'm here.
So like I could
You're
I could
here
almost
audibly,
hear
but
him
not
sometimes.
visually.
Mhm.
I'm here digitally as well. For some reason,
Hey.
my computer just said you have no internet, even though I am literally plugged in.
Classic.
So like,
But yeah, as we all gradually made our way to the drinking circle around the fire, a strange figure suddenly joined us, in which Des left us on a little bit of a cliffhanger. And we found out when we got back that it was the Firewalker, no one else. The Firewalker came along. We spent a while chatting. Donnie asked a few questions of the Firewalker, learning a bit more. And the Firewalker did some fucky things. The Firewalker just grabbed Gromothia's phylactery and shattered it in a couple of seconds, like that. Just bam, gone, and released all the souls inside of it. Grabbed Donnie and Kelsia's and made sure that they went to their respective owners. And yeah, it was very impressive. I think everyone on the party was a bit shocked. But yeah, and we eventually had a whole conversation through the night, which was good. It was good. Zamani and Cal spent the rest of the evening at the sleepover after that, looking after 100-odd kids, or whatever it was. Ridiculous amount of the kids of Ariel Keep. But yeah, then we returned to Thiel for what was supposedly meant to be a very challenging and difficult combat trial, in which we did in about a turn and a half. Yeah,
beautiful.
and I think we stunned the entire synod into just, all right, cool, these guys are the real deal. Nice, good to know. Yeah, you can pass the rest of the trials without having to do them. We all give you our permission. Which is pretty much where we start off, trying to find a ship to sail to the Firewalker.
I am curious, Des. If we had done that trial first, how many would they have wanted us to do? 3 or?
Probably 2 more.
Okay, cool.
But
I love how they're like, oh yeah, you're basically done. And we're over here like all of them.
Extra credit,
We
please.
will do the rest.
but look, they kind of just went from, yeah, I'm not going to try and stop these people. They could kill me. But correct. We set out now for you either to find a ship of your own or to find a crew to take you with instructions that were given. So,
Mm-hmm.
as we open up into the thoroughfare of Thiel, we get ready to set sail. Change the music a little bit
Oh yeah.
What are y'all doing?
Where
Vibing
exactly
to
are
this
we?
music.
Are we just like leaving the?
You're
Big
leaving the
building.
Tempest and Bricks.
And how late is it at this point now?
Well, you did that at like sunrise-ish.
Oh, okay,
Mm.
so it's morning. Got it.
Mhm.
It's breakfast
This night,
time.
you will be
Yeah.
able to see the festival come to its conclusion with all the lanterns being released into the water, if you so wish. But if you want to set sail before that, you can do. But crews may charge you more if you make them leave the festival early.
I don't think we want to let any of the sailors miss the end of the festivities.
Oh,
But
I don't want to
perhaps-
miss the end of the festivities.
Well, probably should watch it, I guess. Let's go find a charge. Let's go find a tender at least, and then we can embark in the morning or at night.
In the morning, I
I
think,
mean-
because I think the lanterns happens at night.
It also depends on when the ships are willing to set sail. So
They did say, somebody said that the best view for the lanterns was on the water.
true.
True.
So we could
Very true.
perhaps be set out on the water, and then after the lanterns happen, then we could set sail.
Fine idea. Shall we head to the harbour?
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Let's see what our options are.
We go to the harbour.
So, as you make your way down to the harbor, it's kind of a buzz with activity. There's people kind of set about, kind of enjoying themselves. A lot of people are lazing around. It's more of a food part of the festival where people are enjoying the kind of last bits of it. You can see people are kind of gathered in small groups making some of these lanterns, getting them ready. It's up to you how you wish to approach any of them.
So what kind of ship are we looking for?
That's a really good question.
Something that looks sturdy enough to get us through whatever trials lie between us and the Firewalker.
Well, I was
Something.
thinking that maybe we could get something small and fast.
Small
Didn't
and
they
fast
say
was
we're
my
also
thought as well.
going into the edge of the like
Yeah.
Sailing
we're
into
going
what would be
into
the
the
elemental
storm.
plane of
store,
water.
right?
It needs to be
Yeah.
able to weather the storm.
So probably something in between. Maybe not a tiny little ship that can get, completely crushed under one wave that just happens to be too big. Leave.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, I mean, potentially the easiest way to do it would be to find the ship and then speak to the captains, so that we don't just go to random people and say, "Hey, you a captain? Hey, you a
Well,
captain?"
Well, yes.
would
I
also
think
be a
we were
harbor
trying to
master.
Discuss what kind of ship we're going for.
Oh yeah, we
Mhm.
know the harbour
yeah, true.
master.
You know the harbor lord.
We
Oh, we
do.
do know. We
Yeah.
do know the harbor lord.
There would also be a separate harbor master who would be looking about the actual comings and goings of ships that you could talk to.
Didn't we get some sort of certificate or something saying
A
that
writ.
You got a writ
Yeah,
from
writ.
the synod saying that
Yeah.
you are to be
Yeah.
sailing in, basically detailing the directions of where you need to go.
Yep, perfect.
We passed the trials of the synod, and all we got was this lousy T-shirt.
Pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah.
Yeah.
And so basically, we go to the harbor master, we give them the writ, and then they would probably direct us to number one ships that would be willing to make the voyage and also
Mhm.
that are able to, I assume.
But I think
It
that's
also
a fine
depends on
plan.
what type of ship you want to go on, because depending on what you go on, you could find a little sloop, a frigate, a brigantine, a galleon, whatever you really want to take.
Those
I
are all
don't know the
words,
difference
Des.
between those.
Something bigger than a
You're
sloop.
throwing all these boat terms at me. I'm just like, what?
I will.
Something bigger
I
than a
assume
sloop,
they
though.
started off
Size-wise.
smaller
I'm
and then got bigger.
Sloop
as we
is the
went
little
along.
guy.
Yeah.
The only
So
person,
I
There's something
assume we
bigger
the only
than
other
that.
person here who knows about boats is probably Nate.
Yeah.
There
Like
you
we
go,
don't need
guys.
something.
Types
We
of
don't
ship.
need like a full. Yeah.
Oh,
we
thank
don't need
you.
like a full galleon type of thing, but like
A visual
okay,
guide.
if we're going off,
A visual guide, yeah.
we're like a carrot. See, I was thinking
So,
like
like-
kind of
Carrack
a-
or a bark?
So, is this to scale? Because a sloop doesn't look that tiny. To be fair.
For anybody who doesn't have
Sloop
the visual
still
guide in front
small.
of them, a
Here, I'll
sloop
put it
is
in the-
a sloop is a three mast and then a
yeah.
sloop mast and then a primary mast.
Look, sloop is just a small boat. usually like in terms of
How
just what
many
it refers
people
to.
would fit in a sloop? Is this like a
It depends on the
5-man
sloop.
thing?
Like
It depends on the
Okay,
sloop.
I
to 8
hate this.
people.
This is stupid. Let's just ask the fucking harbor masters.
No, a sloop would, yeah, you'd be able, like, you would not be getting personal quarters in a sloop.
We get to the harbor master and it's just like, so we're disagreeing. What is a sloop? Can you please explain to us?
Well, guys, you
I
want to
mean, I'm
go
gonna say-
see the Firewalker in at Tinny?
Here, it's in the stream topics now. You decide to get a full man of war for this.
Yeah, we got to rock up in style. with
I
this,
mean,
you know what I'm
it
saying?
doesn't look that much bigger than the sloop.
I think we're looking for something.
It's
about
got
the
4
size of a
masts.
carrack.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
only like a caravan.
And it's just a
Carrack.
little bit longer.
A caravel or a carrack, I think, are the two
Yeah.
that we want to get. The caravel's tiny though.
Mm.
Sweet, we'll go and find the harbour master.
Okay. So, asking around, you get pointed in, kind of talking around. You find there's this kind of skinnier, like a bit of a scraggly, like scruff. Just got a hat pulled down, kind of over the eyes, leaning back in a chair. You can see that there's not many ships coming or going currently. So their feet are just up on their desk.
I mean, fair. We all push Calisander, the pre-appointed face of the group.
Except when Zamani wants to.
Exactly, and I don't want
Merc
to
knows
right
this
now.
is important. She's not going to ruin that.
The only reason Marty doesn't want to is
morning
because
to
I'm
you.
going to turn around and go, do you want a sloop? Do you want to...
Exactly. Like,
But
not
see, I'm gonna
about-
be in character as Calizinda, who knows zero about ocean going.
No,
stuff,
none of us
so-
know anything about ships.
So,
in
Callison, as you
character.
walk forward,
Good morning to you. I have a
they
writ
kind
here
of sit up,
from the
pull the
Synod.
hat back, and see there's like a very like tight haircut, the kind of light blue eyes. Oh, sorry,
Hold, bring it out.
rest in the eyes there. Rest.
That's all right.
It's fair.
We're here to hire a ship and a crew. The details of it will be in this.
Oh, more spectacles around here somewhere.
I understand it may be a bit of an unusual request.
Kind of
but-
starts digging through things, pulls out like these very like one of them's like cracked in the left eye, glasses. Got a little
Aw.
rope tied around the back. They make his eyes look
Aw.
huge. Me.
I got a pair of glasses
Yes.
like that.
Yeah. And he pulls the page and then he starts pulling it back and forth and like squinting very hard. Only learnt my letters last year.
Would you rather us read it for you?
Yeah, good practice. Fucking
Okay.
sign of squiggly writing. Oh, it's upside down. Okay, right. All right. Will you what sort of ship are you looking for? You want a sloop, brigantine, galley, full man of war?
I
What
don't.
do you suggest?
I don't really know the terminology behind it, but something capable for the journey, and fast.
Yeah.
Whatever you would recommend. I mean, considering the size of us here, something able to take us plus
sure.
the crew.
Yeah. Kind of squints at you all. Should take up much room. Or you're looking for separate bedding. It's kind of on you all there. Because like
Yes. How do we all?
you're
What do we all
talking.
think?
Say if we got you in a. Well, I suppose a frigate would have at least crew enough for 24 and sleeping quarters, but really depends on. I don't know. How comfy do you want to be on this?
Well, how long is this
How long
journey?
of a journey is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Looks back at the paper. Substantial.
Substantial.
Probably a
Okay,
few days.
substantial,
Few days,
Oh.
alright.
when you
Maybe
say
week.
substantial, I think 3 months.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. It depends. Depends on how good of a crew you're getting. I suppose get turned around easy in the towards the tempests. You probably want a
middle of the
Voyager ship.
range. Yeah.
Hey,
Voyager
Des,
ship will do us just right.
Yeah.
how straight up is this guy being? Because I'm getting vibes that he doesn't know what he's talking about.
You can't just ask how straight NPCs are. I know this is D&D, but like...
True.
You roll an insight.
I don't know, just put me on edge. That's a 17 plus 11 for like a fucking
Poor guy's
million.
doing his job.
A fucking
Yeah, I can maths.
28.
No, like he's talking.
Thank you.
Like there's.
Okay.
It looks like he's trying to work through a lot of factors in his head, also trying to get a gauge of you of what. Like he doesn't really like. He sees a bunch of people with a letter from the sign. He doesn't know how comfortable you want to travel. He knows you're going towards the elemental plane, which is a very rare ask.
Okay, cool, all good.
I mean, I'm sure the 5 of us are fine with sharing a room together.
But personal quarters are fine. We're looking. The journey is the more important part. We would like a crew that are brave and reliable. We would like. We're quite happy with some hammocks in the hold. We're not too fussy. Calisthenia might be a problem.
Brave,
but
reliable,
for the
knows what
most
they're
part,
doing is a lot more important than comfy.
Capability over comfort.
Right. Yeah, sure. A second, there he goes. Starts rifling through a couple papers.
Oh, maybe something with the arm floaties for Calisthenia?
Sure. Right. Yeah, there's a good bark leaving soon. Good crew.
Who's the captain?
Solid, reliable. Mermaid
I'm
song.
sorry, what was his name?
Oh, it's a box type ship.
A
It's,
box type ship.
That would be
BARQA.
Oh, I
BRQUE.
see. Not a box, like cardboard box.
No.
What is cardboard?
That would be, yeah, the Mermaid Song, captained by Tobias Flint.
Thought you were about to say. All right.
Good captain. Voyager of past 6 year.
all right.
Decent man.
Works for us just fine. What's the cost for a journey of this sort?
Oh, well, this is not exactly a journey of sword, is it? This is a, well, for most people, this should be. Voyagers go a few times. Tell you what, you'd have to talk to Tobias about it. Captain Flint. He's good.
But if you could
Straight up.
give us a measure.
I would say he's straight up narrow edge, but he's a bit round to be narrow. Fond of the old food, you probably find him at one of the bars eating.
What's he look like? Besides
Round.
Besides round.
Round. Shaggy crop of black hair. Very tangled mess. Tricorn hat. Coat that doesn't
Right.
button in the middle. Wears mismatched boots, one brown, one black.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Right.
It's quite a distinctive image. Thank you.
He's a good guy.
And forgive me.
He'll have a Voyager, so you'll see the whole Firewalker imagery on him.
It's fair.
Perfect. Final question. What's the galley like? What's the galley like on a bark?
Yeah, it'll be all right. Not too big, not too small.
Understood. But I
Yes.
could do some cooking while I'm there.
Yeah, no, it's you'll have a bit of room anyway. Be like you'll have crew quarters. You probably have a cable store. You'll have all your usual bits and pieces. The galley.
That works.
You know what? Actually, if there's any ship you want to cook on, it's Tobias.
Wonderful. Sounds good. Can you point us in the direction of the boat?
Yeah. So it's behind that big one, but just on the other side. If you walk around the pier a bit, it's, there's a couple. It's modest, but it's fast.
Appreciate it.
Sturdy.
Sturdy, yeah. Mermaid song, so very, very classy. Mermaid on the mast at the very top of the flag. Big old titties. Can't miss it.
Perfection.
Appreciate it.
Class.
Wonderful.
Vinny,
Thank you,
you
Faz.
broke Vinny.
What's wrong? Blue sail, blue tail mermaid, green nipple covers with big old titties.
Good taste.
Yeah, I'm picturing it.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
We love her descriptions in the Eldritch Scribe.
Oh yeah.
Guys, I think the DM wants us to take that one.
I actually have a
I
list
want
of
to take
ships.
that one.
They
Nope,
put
too
titties
late.
on it.
Nope, we've got the big titty one. I'm sorry.
Mm.
If it doesn't work out, then we'll go back.
But yeah, you see, as you kind of go around, you see the deck is spacious and very well maintained. You see a couple of crew members on it. There's ample room. There's polished wooden planks that are very just like kept to a good standard in the sunlight. You see on the sides, on the gilding, there's various like adventures that have been like carved beautifully into the woodwork. At the bow of the ship, you see a figurehead crafted in the likeness of a beautiful mermaid. Big old titties, tig old biddies, gracefully over the prow, her outstretched arms kind of going towards the horizon. It's an elegant ship, if not with a gaudy exterior.
That is us all over.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's three masts, billowing sails, each one embroidered, swirling waves and leaping dolphins sewn into it, and then the tig old biddy mermaid on the very top.
Perfection.
But there's a couple
are
of crew
there
members that are kind of like taking about as you kind of see ample polished carved tig old biddies. Welcome to Eldritch Scribe. As you see, there's like a woman kind of leaning over one of the edges, kind of hat just down by her side, like kind of like leather coat, but sleeves are just completely taken off of it, showing just like down like tattoos and scars aplenty. As she kind of sees you all staring at the ship, she goes, "All right."
Quite all right. Thank you.
Hello.
Is Flint around?
No, but I can speak for Flint. First mate Asher.
Asher, a pleasure. We are the Kingfishers. We come on sign-out business. Can we have
yeah.
a moment of your time, please?
Sure. Over the plank as they just onto the dock.
We head
Get
onto
up.
the boat.
Mm-hmm.
As you get up, it's very nice. There's crew kind of polishing. It's a nice ship, nicer than you'd expect.
Trying to get
So-
used to the swaying of the boat with my hooves.
We seek a vessel for voyage.
Well, we are voyagers.
You've got me there. Kelsey, did you have that?
Yes, I still do. Let's do produce it again.
Kind of stares at it. Finnegan. She hands it off to someone else. You see, these guys got like a very much like carpenter's work belt around them all, like
Iris.
tools, and he reads it out to her. Oh, yeah, no, we can do that. Well, in theory, we can do it. Be Captain Flint's, but yeah, his decision. But probably, yeah, he's I think he's out eating right now, but he'll probably be home soon. Well, back ship soon.
Fine. Negotiations for price obviously go with the captain. Or-
Yeah, no, most of the time, depending. But this is a sign-on business. You'd probably be handy about it. So,
Yeah, fair.
Much appreciated.
Does he have a sweet tooth, the captain?
he has a sweet tooth. He has a sour tooth. He has a savory tooth. He has a pastry tooth. He has a meat tooth. He has a fish tooth. He has a grain tooth.
Right.
Man likes to eat. Got it.
Final question. Can I see the galley?
Oh, sure. You. Kaelin. That's our cook. Whatever. And you see
Was it
this kind of,
Kalen?
Kaelin. This younger human looking, like hint of blue to the skin, maybe. He goes, "Everything all right?"
Quite all right, thank you. I am aiming to be a guest on this boat, and as a good guest, I'd like to perhaps contribute where I can. I understand the captain is a bit of a gourmand.
Eh.
So I was
Well said.
wondering if if we do become guests on your boat, I'd like your ship rather. I'd very much like to contribute to the galley.
Well, you can cook. All hands are needed. Sure, come down.
Oh,
Have a
wonderful.
look. As he brings you below deck towards the stern, kind of near just past the crew quarters, and there's a mess area. It's kind of easy access to a dining area, but minimizes the risk of if there was a fire breakout of it spreading to other parts of the ship. It's compact enough, but it's optimized for efficiency. There are several workstations several workstations arranged along the wall, and then there's compartments overhead and below for food supplies and various cooking equipment. You just see it's like there's stuff you wouldn't expect. Like there's ventilation shafts out where there's like a barbecue station set up. But it's very good. You see there's a lot of like smaller fuels like coals and stuff. The prep area is small enough, but it's tight, but you can see very distinctly a flow to how it should work.
I've been in kitchens my entire life. I will take an assessment of how much I can make at quantity of this and what ingredients I would need in order to not just wine and dine Captain Flint, but also cook the Farwalker's regular order.
Yeah, definitely there is, like, as I said, if there's a ship to cook on, it's this ship. There's like a full kitchen, whereas most would probably not have something quite this extensive. But
yeah, it's not just a pot.
Yeah, there's like various ovens in it. It's like it's set up, and you know it's definitely insulated and made perfect for its tools. There's not an awful lot of storage, so you probably, other than the base ingredients he brings for the trip, which is probably more storage, there's probably other storage elsewhere as well, but the main kitchen, like everything, like the cabinets and all, are filled to almost brimming. So if you wanted to make something distinctly for you and a recipe you want to do, you'd have to go out and buy ingredients.
Great deal. I've got all day to do so. I will. Helen, your kitchen is beautiful.
Not mine,
for both
Captain's, but I work in it, and it's a good
No,
kitchen to work in.
Rightly so. I'm quite the baker myself. Is there somewhere, if we manage to get an accord with the captain, could I bring some supplies on board, perhaps as a bit of a treat for the crew?
No, absolutely. Depends how long the trip is. We've got enough for obviously main kitchen, maybe a week or so worth of stuff to cook, and then we do have a storage that would have more ample for dry goods and supplies.
We'd be talking a couple of sacks of flour, sugar, some ingredients, talking perhaps 2 barrels tops.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. Is it a cargo trip we're going on?
No, it is. We are going to the Tempest.
Oh, yeah, no. We won't have any of the cargo storage then, so I'm sure you could talk to Captain Flint and get that arranged, or talk to Asher. She's very good for getting everything kind of set up.
Perfect. Wonderful. I hope I don't intrude too much. I know I take up a lot of space, but I'm a deft hand in the kitchen, so please put me to work.
We'll see how long we're going. We'll see how good you are. Maybe, who knows? You might have a job by the end if Captain Flint liked you. That's how I got this. I used to work on the land, and a small little restaurant, but honestly a hole in the wall. People walk by, handed food out, and yeah, he liked it enough. So.
Humble kitchens are often the best.
All right. Well,
thank you. I will do so. Is there anything particular that I appreciate that you're very well equipped, but for yourself, something that perhaps you don't always get the opportunity to use?
Opportunity. Woad spice. Various spices from the woad is very, very rare. Difficult to get your hands on unless you're over. But
got a lead for me? I'll see what I can do.
I'm sure there's traders for it in city proper.
Wonderful. I'm going there anyway. So, woad spice, you got it.
I don't see any. There's many different types, but anything you can get would be kind of cool, I suppose.
You got square deal. Thank you very much, and I'll appreciate it, and I'll bugger off back to the Kingfishers.
So
Kitchen's
Kingfisher's
good.
on the main deck, kind of looking around. There's Do you have any questions for Asher? Anything you want to talk about? Or are you going to go try and wait for Captain Flint, or try and go out and find him?
Do you know where he's eating?
I imagine in the state of Serenade, he's quite fond of the food.
Or is he the kind of man who doesn't like to be disturbed while he's eating?
He's the type of man that's disturbing to watch eat, but no, he's all right. He's just don't try and take any of the food off his plate. That's how you lose a finger.
Understandable.
Are there any animals or anything that we can see on the ship, like ship's cats or anything like that,
A couple cats.
prowling around? Hell yeah, we love that.
Well, we'll probably be off then. Appreciate it.
Yes,
Mhm.
going to go pick up some supplies. Just quietly, I'd like a bit of storage if everything goes well. A couple of barrels worth of goods. I hope that's not too much of an imposition.
Do you need barrels made, or are you going to bring them in barrels?
No, it'll just for measurement. It'll be sacks mostly.
All right. Yeah, no issue. Be all good. Might see you soon then. Talk to Captain Flint. He'll probably arrange a price with you all.
Understood.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Asher.
So, as you
And we leave.
leave, making your way to the Seder Serenade. It's again, the town is abuzz. People are enjoying themselves. Do you want to go straight there, or is there anywhere in town you'd like to go before you start arranging this trip?
I assume we should probably go get our journey secured before we go shopping for whatever you're wanting.
The world spice.
We don't know about that yet.
True, we don't.
Donis-
On the way too, I will fill
Yeah.
in the happenings
okay.
in the kitchen.
Yeah.
How
Donis is
much
going to go
do
up to
you need?
Cal and be like, I need 500 gold for this particular spice, please.
I have some money.
When they say woad spice, do they mean like spices or like spices?
I mean, that's a fantastic question. It's nothing I've ever
Right.
touched.
How much do you need?
No, I have money.
No, I have spices.
Oh, you have wood spice.
Yes.
You're
Yeah,
shit.
do you have
visited the wood-
spices
No.
or spices?
Okay,
Uh,
what kind of difference do you mean?
One goes on food, the other one goes up your nose.
How are you doing that intonation?
You
through
don't
the
have a
beak? That's
nose.
So fascinating.
You have a beak.
Just because I have a beak doesn't mean that I don't have a nose.
I mean, you
there's like
have like
two
little
holes in the top of
nostrils,
the
but you don't
crow's,
have
yeah.
like a full-on like nose.
Bye, AJ.
Bye, AJ. The conversation was too much for Merc.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
Marcus like I'm out.
Too
Look,
cool.
we already said
I'm
nose
plugged
goes,
in,
and AJ
I-
said bet. AJ said bet.
I just had this image of like just the nose hole like on top of the beak, right? So like the way
Yeah.
that he does it is like it just no like
just
he
grabs it,
puts the
he
beak on the
smears.
table, but like it's like a plastic on wood sound, and you just
Exactly.
He just like
But
slaps
that
his head
wouldn't
and
work.
drags it, leaving a gurk.
It wouldn't work though. You know the amount of suction you would need to be able to overcome the distance.
Look,
of
if there's
the-
something
like,
Zep is known
wouldn't
for, it's
work.
his
you
suction.
just block one hole.
Something sense.
You
It
just block one
wouldn't
hole and then
work.
just woo.
It wouldn't work, okay? No, I'm calling him on this one. That is not how that works, and I refuse to let
Des,
be
how
gaslit.
good's your world building? Do the Corvette?
I would
Corbin have
say
special little spoons for huffing spice.
no.
Hang on,
no.
hang on, I'll
Here's
check
the thing:
the
you are
roll
all
sample.
completely misinterpreting
Special
this.
mini spice
Corvithil do not snort their coke. They all have coke talents. And they just
Yep, it's
hate
just
it.
it's
I hate it.
evolved to be a
Can-
bit of a wider
yeah.
cup shape.
Look, I've seen Charlie in the
Funny,
Chocolate Factory. I recognize a fingernail when I see it.
It's Empire Strikes Back.
Wow.
Princess
Have you guys
Leia.
not seen that with one of the
Okay.
actors?
Anyways.
I have no idea. I've never used wood spice before. Do you have
Well,
some?
you've used spices for cooking.
Sure, sure. It
It's
is
the
a
same
gift.
thing.
It's a gift, not a recipe.
Wheezy.
Wheezy boy. How much?
Just ignore
is-
it. Don't give him attention.
Is it
I
expensive?
have to. I'm sorry?
Is it expensive?
Yes.
Zamani.
Yes.
Can I have some, please?
Of course you can. How much do you need?
Oh, just a small pouch. I don't know what quantities are, but enough for a couple of meals.
40 platinum, please.
No, I've got this. It's like 5 gold worth, and I give it. Is that fair?
But that's more than I hoped to have to look for. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And we go to. That's one thing off my list. Fantastic.
Hey, Des, because I don't want to DM you. I definitely overcharged him by a lot. How much did I actually lose? By just like a little bag's worth?
Like about that much.
Did I give you a
worth.
gold value when I gave you the wood spices?
Yeah.
A little bag worth is pretty much what you had.
Is it? Oh, you told me I had a lot.
What's it written down?
I'm
to you?
assuming it was like a pouch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you told
I
me I
mean,
had like a good bit of it.
I'm
Yeah,
thinking
you
like
had.
a
Well,
coin
you'd
bag's
mixed
worth.
trade goods and spices.
Yes, but I had originally I had 100 of just spices, and I sold.
Oh, if you had
part
100
of
gold
it,
of
so I had
spices, I'd say you.
85.
Okay, if
Is
100
this like
gold
the fucking
spices, that's-
saffron thing where like a gram of it
Yeah.
is like 600?
it depends on what one's.
No.
Let's say you maybe give.
No,
like,
I,
mark off the 5 gold. Let's say you give him like 20 gold, would have been equivalent for value.
Yeah. That's fair.
All right.
I give him a good deal.
Hmm.
That's your friend's
I will-
business. It's good. job.
That's right. I will take 5 gold worth off. Wunderbar. Thank you, Zamani.
Mhm.
So, is anyone doing anything else on the trip to the Satyr Serenade?
Don't
Oh,
think
no.
so.
No.
Good.
Okay. So as you all make your way there, slowly but surely, kind of weaving throughout the town, getting there comfortably. It's apparent that it's kind of taking very much so business towards the docks already. It's a little bit less people around, but you see kind of in one of these gazebos out like near the water, there is a kind of very much so like taking up a full bench by himself, wide guy,
Good man. Good man.
and he's got maybe like 6 or 7 plates, just like platters almost of like stacked
Hey.
foods.
Who wants to take this one?
Do you
I
guys think?
pat Callison there on the back.
I mean, you know the most about food, Donovan, so I feel like perhaps.
Oh, fuck. All right. I'll do it.
Yes, but who's actually paying for the voyage?
Oh,
All of
Callus in
us.
there.
Zeph is just gonna like hang
All
back
of
with
us.
somebody and just go like, "Do you guys think the ship travels faster with him on it or off it?"
Both, I think.
It depends on which deck he's on. If he's low and he's at the front, depends where he's placed.
It's center of gravity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
you really gotta make
adjusts
it
the
tight.
ship's gravity where he stands.
A tight turn on a ship, just go complete port side.
Oh, hi there, Captain. Captain Flint, I assume.
That obvious. And he just slaps his gun.
Oh, he's a good friend.
You've been described well. Asha speaks most highly of you.
No, she doesn't. But what can I do for you?
My name is Donovan, and these are the Kingfishers. We come on
Hey, I
business of
recognize you.
the- Oh, good. That shortcuts things. We come on a Synod business. We seek a passage to the Tempest, and we're hoping to
Wow.
charter your crew.
That is a trip even among voyagers.
That's,
Good trip, but trip.
No point in mincing
Can I see
words
the
about
letter?
it. Oh, yes. Grab it from
Thank
Callus here and hand it over.
Takes out a magnifying glass.
That is a good band name, Raph.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah, no, can do it. It's not gonna be cheap.
Define not cheap.
Oh, we talk. I've done this sail once before.
What can you tell us about it? And
Can't.
Let's
Can't.
go. Perfect.
Bar walker business, voyager business,
Yeah.
all that good stuff.
Yeah, he's a.
You're
good
talking.
bastard, Sure.
Well, we're gonna move about. Maybe winds are good.
The winds will be good. I'll take care of that.
Not in there, you won't. Maybe towards the side you will, but when we're in the elemental plane, that's when things will get fucky.
We are capable if it comes to protection.
That's good, because if it comes to protection, I'll be protecting the ship and keeping it.
Understandable.
It'll be all hands on deck, keeping the ship together. So if it comes to fighting on top of it, which it probably will, if I'm being honest, last time did. And don't get me wrong, I've skirted the elemental waters many times, but the Tempest itself, that's elemental water's going to be a bit fucked. And then what you see towards there is not going to be so bad, but inside the Tempest itself, that's going to be major fucked. Now,
Understandable.
I get you there, and I get you there in one piece, but you'll have to defend yourself if she comes on board or hide up below deck. We'll sail away from as quick as we can, but sometimes you can't always sail away.
We will defend the ship and yourself.
You're good. I'll knock a bit off, but now I've got actual distances.
Did you see us fight the Leviathan this morning?
I heard about that. I heard that was all you. Already blown through this part.
9 seconds.
I say that's good.
Not joking.
No,
Does he
I
believe
don't
us?
think you're joking. That's just cool. I think-
Okay, the way that you were doing it, I thought that he
No.
was like, oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
To be fair, most of the NPCs we've come across have not thought like that we were any kind of tough shit at all. To be
Yeah.
fair,
no, but you're
And
talking.
respectfully, this is Des we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm speaking.
Talking, if we want to go light, the song will get you there. Maybe we'll pass like I want to say close to 40 miles a day. I think we've got about 900 something. So we talk typical currying rate of a silver per mile. That's going to be about rounded 900 silver, 90 gold.
That sounds-
sounds fair.
Does that sound reasonable?
Well, that's the similar fare that Troon was paid for
Okay.
by Everett.
Yeah.
It's roughly about a silver piece per mile for a comfortable stay on a ship.
We'll make it square 100 gold, and I'll take care of it.
Right. Well, if you want to round it up, far be it for me to tell you how to haggle.
No, it's a fair price, and we pay for quality.
Well, if you're paying for quality, you get a different ship, but you're paying for speed and safety.
Both of the above. I think we could do speed a little bit faster. I am something a bit stone-touched myself, and I'll just gently make the breeze come through.
It's not so
Just-
bad. Depends on how much wind's blowing against us, though. We'll put some wind in the sails behind us, but we've got druids for that, so you shouldn't need to worry too
Good.
much.
Oh, wonderful. And I'm a fair hand in the kitchen. I am.
Now, that's not what they say about you, but I'm curious to see if you are.
I have some tricks, and
He's a good baker.
You see the sage just much talking, kind of moving his chair. He takes out like a handkerchief and just damps his brow down a bit.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I think I've got a fish
He's
on the
got
hook
meat
now, so
sweats.
I
Oh
will-
no.
Yeah.
Meat sweats. Oh.
I grew up in the bakeries. I've been very well trained in the craft. What do you like? Let's go.
Yes.
A sweet,
Yes.
a sweet, a savory, and perhaps
What do you
a,
like?
a-
Yes.
a dinner for the crew.
For
Please
the
don't-
crew, our crew will eat whatever. They're not picky.
No. Let's.
I don't run a
let's just
picky
treat-
ship.
Treat them.
We eat what we can, and we eat everything we get. Leave nothing by. We don't waste here.
Insight check. I feel like he's actually a bit of a picky eater,
Roll insight.
and I. Oh yeah. Shit dice. Insight. 22.
Me too. He's not a picky eater.
He's an eater.
Perfect.
Bottomless pit. We love that.
I think he's
Then-
wanting to make a treat for the crew and everybody.
Dealer's choice then. Perhaps
Oh,
I'll, make something from home.
if you're looking for
let's
something they
for
like,
Perfect.
tell you what, one of the lads, name day just passed. Didn't get him anything. Well, got him
A
fair.
birthday
and-
party then.
Yeah, a bit of a get us a cake, a big one, a big one. Captain's
big
duty,
cake
obviously,
and-
try it before anyone else. Make sure it's not poison. Wouldn't want my crew getting sick on anyone's behalf before me.
Well, precisely.
Let's go red velvet.
That is very easy to do.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I've never made one.
Wonderful. Perhaps I'll do a dinner that night as well.
If you're doing dinner, tell you what, there's
Do you like a pie?
no, I tell you what, you want to make a good dinner.
Tell you
Good dinner now, tell you.
Wellington.
Two dwarves in the city. Tell you those bastards will eat anything. And they're basically immune to a bunch of poisons and shit. And they don't let me try their spices because they say it'll burn the asshole off me. Now, I'm fond of a bit of burning. If you can get that, I'd knock 20 gold off the trip.
You've got yourself a deal. Fair is fair.
Oh, these shitting bricks.
And
He
I'm
just leans
trying
back.
thank you very much. Consider your ship hired. We don't plan on making you miss the Lantern Festival tonight. I feel like that would be a bad taste.
That will take you out on the water for. Be good.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Oh, wonderful.
Good. Give the money to Asher. Here, and he takes he reaches into like one of his pockets on his coat. He just like starts like leaning back, and it's like you swear for bits as he leans underneath the fat. You just see like big muscle underneath it at times, and then goes back, and he pulls out
Got a
this like
rhino
a
build.
little wax stamp. He starts digging in another of his pockets for like this like broken half clump of wax. Writes something quickly down on the page, puts it, stamps it, hands it to you. Give that to Asher. Don't break the seal. She'll break your nose.
Fair enough. Thank you.
Or beak. Or
I
no.
applaud you for being inclusive.
Ah.
Oh, wonderful. We will live you to your meals.
He was deep and thought about that.
and he was human.
Human and a half at least.
Appreciate
He was several humans.
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of your meal.
Hey, well, lunch has to happen eventually.
It's always lunchtime somewhere.
Fair.
You want to
He said
eat?
that with the energy of
Oh,
said
we've
that
been
with the
warned
energy of
against it.
death comes
do
to us
fine.
all.
You see he reaches and he just grabs a turkey leg off one of it and just hands it to Donovan.
Thanks.
To this man, only 3 things in life are inevitable: death, sailing,
Diabetes.
and lunchtime. And lunchtime.
Death, diabetes, and lunch.
Uh,
So we leave politely.
Yeah, politely.
Hey, you make your way
Well, I guess I
along.
need.
Somebody's just like,
What?
I don't know.
What, you don't like him?
He
I
seems
don't
very
know how
nice.
to. I mean, yeah.
he's impressive.
It's hard to
He's
know
nice.
what to make of him, to be fair.
Well, we're judging a sea creature by the time on the land.
True, very true. Did
Okay.
you see those muscles though? Oof.
Yes, that's what I think. Whales are enormous yet majestic in the sea.
I've never seen one.
You just did.
Everyone's got their white whale. Flint is the white whale.
My hunch is that we will see a different man on the boat.
I mean, fair. Also, what kind of side quest did you sign us up for?
Oh no, I just got to go and sweet talk the dwarves into giving me some spices. I've got to go and do a bit of shopping anyway.
You mean
no,
the
there's nothing
dwarves
to do.
that went ha-has and slapped your tattoos, and
Oh,
then the
yeah.
one that we refused to carry their the big burner for?
Yes, but they seemed quite alright about it. I thought it was
Okay.
just.
Oh, wait a minute. It's a new day, isn't it?
Yes.
Here, can you hold out your arm for a second, Donovan?
Yes, all right. It's getting better. Fuck. You know what? It
Magic
doesn't
healing is
actually
what
hurt as much
definitely
as
works.
it did.
You sure? Merc slaps it. Like a full
Fuck.
strength slap.
No, it's I'm starting to get a bit of my old strength back.
You're looking
Well,
good.
to be fair, if you didn't,
On
That would be
Cassian,
more
I'm always looking
concerning.
Good.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
So.
Yeah, I will. Oh well, whatever the Kingfishers want to do. I got some errands to run regardless.
Go
You're
give the
the one with
seal
errands.
to seal to Asher.
Do you want to do that, or do you want to go to the Dwarven Crafts first?
Which one is closer?
Dwarven Crafts.
Let's do that one.
We'll do it on the way.
As you make your way there, you see Durek still just in the smith. You hear the clang of metal on metal. As his event for the day previous has passed, he's now back to work. As you all walk in, he kind of looks, he goes, "All right."
We come on serious business, Durek.
You do?
I am
What?
quite the chef, and
I
I have
suppose
some
you could
good
be.
authority that you have some spices that are quite devilish to the touch, to the taste.
Dwarven ones, see. Our palate's a little different, rockier. It takes more for us to feel it. I never know what you lot. Don't even. It's difficult having people that aren't dwarves over for dinner. I don't even know if you all can have salt.
We eat salt,
They can definitely
quite
have
a lot
some.
of it.
Salt the beef, but we've never seen someone take to a dwarven spice well.
Is this one of those things where like dwarves are over here like eating battery acid? Like, oh, I like
Well,
the
yeah, 'cause
tingle.
dwarves are innately more fortitude in this setting. In my setting, the dwarves are more innately like fortified and fortitude, like resistant to poison, all these things. So their spices
my
are
God,
a
so-
hell of a lot harder because, like, for them, their flavor palette is much more hard. So they need
They
much more
literally
intense.
don't know
intense
what
flavor.
humans can eat because they're just eating things that will. They're over here like, oh, I'd love a
Yeah, because
nice
some of the stuff that,
nightlock
like,
berry
they-
salad.
Yeah, no, they're like, oh, like some like
so
nightlock,
great.
yeah, it'd be grand. Bit of wolfsbane and all, be good for you. Because they're resistant to
Judge
poison.
Pepper.
Mm,
For dwarves, like Malort would be like designed for them.
yeah.
Like, in order
They're
Oh, yeah.
built
like,
for like
flavor.
super strong, harsh flavors because they're resistant to these poisons. That's always how I've world built it. Anyway,
Yeah, it's
That's
perfect.
amazing.
because I don't know, you see it on like the fantasy cookbooks, and it's like, oh, dwarven foods. It's all like like sausages and stuff. It's like,
Meat.
nah,
Meat and potatoes.
it's like their shit's gotta be strong and high flavor. But I feel like the recipes that they like put in cookbooks is like the mild shit because it's all like, oh, sausages and mashed potato. I don't know what humans can eat. Can they eat salt? Is salt too much for them?
It's technically a rock.
Yeah, like, can a human eat a rock? A dwarf can eat a rock. Maybe. We'll credit
Everything in
credit them small.
moderation. Too much salt will kill anyone, except maybe a dwarf. Who knows?
Much of
That'd
everything
be
will kill
assault.
someone.
So would extreme spice be fire resistance or poison resistance?
Both.
Yes.
Got it. So some I like spicy foods. Understandable.
Now, Tiefling.
Um,
Tiefling can have a bit of spice. Maybe not
Yes,
the
we
blue
can
one,
have it.
but...
Oi!
Well, blue's not fire. Blue's water.
But I still resist fire.
Do you? All right. Learn something new.
Yes.
I would love to experiment with something quite unique, and I'm not one to shy away from a bit
Yeah,
of
don't
adventure.
let me tell you something for nothing. Won't turn your insides to water. Turn your insides to lava. Never let anyone tell you your arsehole doesn't have taste buds, because it does.
So is it just very spicy?
Ah, spicier than most can handle. Like him, he puts cows in here. Too skinny for spice. Doesn't have the
That's fair.
heartiness for
That's
it.
true.
Yeah. Very true.
Too many mushrooms, not enough experimentation.
It's the highest hit points
You'd
in
be
the party.
surprised what you can find in the bird balloon.
Hey, don't tell me that. I lived underground as well.
Then you would know.
Hey, where do you think we got these? These are also very expensive. They're brought over from the outside of the world, cultivated in a small little area.
I have could I trouble you for a small sample? I'm happy to offset your efforts.
Turns to everyone else in the party. How's he with hot?
Good.
Do we know?
I don't know. I've never seen it particularly much.
I mean,
I
he's
feel like
died
it would be
multiple
more
times.
of an off-screen type thing. So, how
Donnie, would they know?
I mean,
Would Donnie
Donnie's
eat
a hardy
spicy?
motherfucker.
Donnie's been cooking for these guys quite a bit, and Donnie's got a fairly good palate. And I'm just working it out mentally in my brain. Donnie would have been opportunistic in some of the foods that he's had to eat in the random adventures that Xerxes has sent him on. So I feel like Donnie would actually be pretty good with spice.
feel like
Because
in
we
terms
would
of,
have
like,
eaten, eaten
spice
spicy
level.
food during the spy meeting in the desert, like desert spicy food.
Yeah, I reckon Donnie would be fine with it.
All right. Well, you've heard of bell peppers, I assume.
Yes,
Have you heard of hell peppers?
I have now.
Oh, I like that. That's a good name.
Straight from
Quite good.
Cirrus.
Pretty good.
Deal of a devil to get these fuckers.
That's all right. I think I'm made for
Would
it.
I know of these?
Roll me history or religion.
Let's see, where's my dice? My dice. Okay, that's
Ooh.
decent. Let's see.
Yeah, very
which
true.
one's higher?
That's a fun fact there, Vidi.
History. This is alphabetical. Yeah, they're the same. But I rolled a 17, so 19.
17. Yeah, you've heard of the foods that are eaten frequently in Mixmagar in the volcanic regions of Cirrus, where there is hell peppers grown. It was considered a previous patron of the Burning Lady, who set their life goal to breed the spiciest chili they could.
It's very
Legends.
fruity. Very fruity flavor. Hell peppers.
Fruit. Okay.
See, we don't have you where I came from, so I don't know how you taste. As he points to Zeph.
I mean, so far he's been fine with anything spicy.
Are you giving him a lick? Then you know how he tastes.
He has friends, not food.
Not that kind of taste. He's a bit
Well,
shy.
if you go over to Avograd and ask around, they'll let you know.
That's fine.
True. Very true.
A lot of
Alright.
the shopkeepers have had a taste, sure.
Well,
Anything for
look,
bargain.
he goes over and you see he has like this small little case, like literally glass with a small lock, and he unclicks it, opens it up, and there's like these like for a while before you walked over and saw it, you thought they were small little black stones.
Oh. Are they dried at all, or are they just like?
These are the dried variants.
Yeah. Nice.
That's
Nice.
That's a hell pepper.
Ooh.
Have
Does
you
he
got
look-
recommendations on the preparation?
Rehydrate it.
Hydrate it,
Or grind it up.
grind it up, make a powder out of it.
Works too. Don't snort it.
Not snort it and don't smoke it.
Smoke it? I didn't know you
No.
could smoke it.
Shouldn't.
You
I'm
shouldn't,
not going to.
unless you're doing it on a dare, in which case.
In which case, good luck. Your lungs are going to be inflamed and swollen for weeks.
He
Look interesting.
they take to the heat well as he takes it and puts it in the forge, and you see it swells up a bit as it absorbs some of the heat.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh
that
that's
is
what it means by rehydrate. Okay, I like that.
I mean, what they're
Reinflame.
they're from Cirrus.
Yeah, but hydrate implies water.
And then it's like you see almost like it's got veins. There's this black shriveled rock is a little bit more swollen now, and you see there's like what has rehydrated seems to be almost like it was dried or like cooled lava inside this thing that had to be reheated.
With a little bit of excitement, it's now swollen and veiny. Understood.
Exactly.
Just a little bit of heat, you know?
That's all it takes.
Some friction. Some friction.
Are you happy to see me, or is that a hell pepper in your pocket?
Look, it'll burst in your mouth.
Jesus Christ.
So you guys are good on healing for when this inevitably goes horribly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You'll be fine.
My friend Zeph here is an explorer of cultures, and
Well, look, let's see how you do at
Six.
one, and then I might sell you some.
yeah, fair.
Good
Let's
luck.
go.
Just the one?
You guys haven't bought any yet. He's doing this as a sample for Donovan.
We'll go half.
Are
Donovan?
we allowed to go half?
Yeah. Well, he takes a small little knife, he puts it down on a slab of iron and cuts, and you see there's those like deep orange like juices that just start flowing from it.
1,000-degree knife.
Well, Zeph, cheers.
Cheers.
Also, make sure you don't rub your eyes after.
And I bite it.
Give me a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage if you don't have poison or fire resistance. And Zeph,
Same
you
thing
can't
here.
taste it. You can't taste it.
Yeah.
What does it taste? Is it bland? Is
No,
there
it's
any kind
quite
of fruity
fruity.
notes
It's
or
like
anything?
almost citrusy.
It's very vibrant, very bright flavors.
Alright, so I can't roll below a 14 here.
We're watching smoke billowing from Zev's beak.
So that's an 18 and a 13. So 13, 14, 27.
Will
27.
work excellent in a chutney.
DC
some
25.
bread.
So you do start eating this, and it is burning your mouth. You'll have it. So have 3 down to 1 damage fire for Donovan.
I'll,
As it,
I'll just write it. Yeah.
Question.
yes.
Because like, don't like really hot peppers like you have to handle them with gloves because they'll burn your skin.
Yeah.
So I know that.
That's kind of a misconception. It's not necessarily like an effort of it like actually burning your skin. It's about when it gets like underneath like your fingernails and
Yeah.
stuff, because that's a different kind of skin. So it's like a subdermal layer.
Well, the reason why I'm asking is because even though if you can't taste it, if it's like 8 billion Scovilles or whatever, like it's still going to burn the inside of your mouth, right?
Yeah, if you got like cuts on your hands, like absolutely you're gonna feel that.
Oh, I mean,
But that's-
for your
but that's why people-
character.
But
Does
that's why
that- does
people
that-
say like
the
wear
inside of
gloves
it's
when you're
beak.
handling it, because
Very much so.
Yeah, they still have tongues.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it
It's
gets
definitely warm.
fleshy
Is it
after
still-
the beak.
Okay, so well, I just didn't know. Like, does it still like have that same kind of damaging type thing, even if you can't taste it?
Yeah, I'd say.
So fun bird fact, by the way, like the reason why like peppers exist is so that a lot of other animals can't eat them, but birds have developed a sense of taste that actually ignores capsaicin, which is why like in
Well, that I
tropical regions
know.
where these peppers are grown, like birds will commonly eat them, and then they have a codependency on each other because it's a source of food for birds, but then the birds also then spread the seeds.
yeah.
Oh, because so I thought it was just like the flavor, not that they actually had like a resistance to the capsaicin type of thing,
Yeah,
which is what I was
ignore it.
wondering.
Berserk's resistance to
That's
fire.
really cool.
Yeah.
Can
I thought it
please
was just like, oh,
subscribe
you
to
can't.
Vinny's
Birds
bird
are
facts?
fire resistant.
Yeah. Birds are fire
Yeah,
resistant.
You're
birds
now
are fire
subscribed to
resistant.
Viddy's bird facts. Did you
Oh, yeah.
know?
More and often. Thank you.
The shoe bill is the closest thing to a dinosaur that we've got.
Yeah.
I love the shoe bill. They're so
love the shoe
dirty.
bill.
But no, Zev, it does get very warm in your mouth. It's the only time you've ever had anything similar to spice. It's warming. It's citrusy. It's nice. It's fruity. Donovan, you just like
Excellent
find
for
a
the
water
summer.
bucket near you and just plunge your head into it, though.
Donovan, you're overreacting.
It's
Fedor
pretty
kind
hot.
of rubs his beard. I like you. I don't know how you're doing it, but I like you.
What do you mean?
Hey, you're not really reacting much. I like that.
No, it's wonderful. It's a nice flavor.
Ooh. Got a bit
Have
of
you ever
sweats
considered
now.
jamming it?
Jamming it right in my face, but never in a jam.
No, making it a preserve, and then
Don't-
spreading it on the flatbread.
It's too expensive for me to buy enough to make a jam.
Hell pepper on toast.
Hey, yeah.
Hell pepper on toast.
All right, I'll sell you some just because of him. Nope, his turn points to Donald. You're all right, but it's him.
Square deal. Yeah.
All right, I'll sell you maybe. I can give you 4 peppers for 5 gold apiece. 20 gold.
Done. Deal.
As he takes a small glass case, opens them up, and in like a small wooden box, starts putting each of them in. And then on the underside of the case, you see he like slides out this small tray, and he grabs some coals from the forge, and he sprinkles them in and slides it back in as the case starts to warm itself.
That's fair.
Zeph, I believe these are for you.
Thank you very much.
Please hold on to those. They are for the captain. And I will pay the 20 gold. Because I have
I
money
thought
now.
we did this for a 20 gold discount.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We also did it for an
It does have
experience and the world building.
That's true. It's true. I just think it's
Enriching.
funny. I think it's
How
funny
much
that
were the
not only was it like paying an extra 10 for a 20 discount that you paid 20 for, I just think it's funny, like monetarily wise, you know.
Donnie's
It is.
notoriously bad with money.
Yeah, yes.
Zephyros just has a lot of money.
Oh,
mean,
thank
I'm
you very
broke.
much.
As long as they're
Yeah.
having a good time.
Durik, question.
Answer.
So I've been working with Wire, and I show him my bloody fingers. And I go, and I need something that's more malleable, but something that is still very tough.
Wire tough. Anything particular in mind, or just that vague description?
Oh, for like making jewelry with it.
More malleable.
Unfortunately, the last wire that I have is from a not very nice region, and it's been overworked, and now it's very difficult to work with.
Hmm. I got beading wire. I've got maybe a fine silver. We get fine silver wire,
Oh, I could do silver wire.
or get you some, maybe some
Although
copper.
I don't like it when it tarnishes, but how much?
How much you looking for?
I would say enough for maybe 13 or 14 different 2-foot necklaces.
Could get gold if you really wanted to go fancy.
I think silver would be fine. Easy to work with,
Soft enough.
and maybe I could lacquer it afterwards.
Yeah, it was 13 necklaces or so. Depending on the quality you do, I could get you maybe a good spool for like 15 gold. You
think
can probably
that's
get
very
much
fair.
more than 13, but I don't really need half a spool if you get me. Sell it by the hole or not. How's
And
that
I'll
sound?
take the entire spool.
Eh,
Is it heavy?
It's heavy enough, but you look like you've got the muscles for it. Stick it in a
I
bag or
suppose
something.
that is fine.
Be grand.
Excellent. I will take it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's a decent amount of silver wire for 15 gold. It's a big, like maybe, I'd say like 10-inch kind of width across, just spooled around. You make a lot of necklaces out of this. A lot.
Ooh. Now everything is going to be made out of silver.
fancy?
Anything else y'all want? Anything?
No, I think we're good.
This is where we got our tattoos from, isn't it?
Eh?
Yes.
Roughly how much were the tattoos?
I think there's 70 gold per.
Hold. What have I got? Yeah. Fuck it, we bore. We're about to go on a ship. Do you have time to do a tattoo today?
Yeah, make time. What are you looking for?
Perfect. Well,
A heart
Thinking-
word Zephyr on it.
Thinking bird motif. I was thinking, and
It is love heart with Zeph on it.
nah,
Different
I'm
Zeph on it.
basically thinking,
Different stuff. You wouldn't know her. She goes to a different school. She goes to a different school.
so a bird body, from above pointing towards like the head, with the wings cupping like the underboob sort of area, like extended wings. With two birds underneath, so it's like it looks like one bird taking flight and leaving the nest,
All right.
sort of thing.
I can do that.
Cool.
Yep.
Thanks.
Take a minute, but
Like talking about like a belly and rib cage tattoo?
Yeah.
the underboob.
Yeah.
She's got the muscle for it.
It'll hurt, but it'll look fucking sick. Especially in these new like piratey style tops that we have.
It's true.
As he gets to it and throughout all of it, and he goes, "You said you're fire resistant, didn't you?"
Yeah. Am I gonna regret this?
No.
Yes. yes, I am.
As he gets towards the end, you see he grabs like kind of idly puts a hand into the coals and then pulls it out and slaps a handful of coal right on top of it.
I would say like maybe during this process, like some of us would have gone off to go do the
Yeah.
the other thing.
So,
Yeah,
as Marquez is
oh,
going to
the
tattoo, what are
letters,
other people
yeah.
doing?
Well, I'll take care of the rest of my supplies. Like I'll get the baking supplies and
Yeah, I'd say
the ingredients
probably,
for his
like-
cake and whatever.
5 silver would get you like a decent supply.
Yeah, fair deal. Plus a little bit extra just to top up or whatever I might steal in the kitchen kind of thing.
Let's round it even.
think,
7 gold, 5 copper.
I think Zeph would have probably stayed with Merc and Durek
Mhm.
to kind of like learn more like wiring techniques.
He kind of like
Just kinda,
idly,
like,
as
work
he's
with the
like
wire,
he's
but-
like looking over as he's tattooing. Marquez gets like, a bit nervous as he looks away, but still keeps on it. You know, this is my tattoo artist not paying attention. But he explains it to you all. It's interesting learning from his point of view. But Calisindra Zamani, what are you doing?
I think I'm going to go off with Donnie just to kind of get to chat because we haven't gotten to do that in a while, especially not like one-on-one or anything.
Okay, cut to Donnie and Zamani.
I didn't really have a topic. I just wanted
Okay, cut to Calisindra. What are you doing?
Sorry.
The camera begins to pan left and then it snaps right.
Yeah.
It's like I didn't have a plan. I just thought it would be nice, like to say, hey, they
Yeah,
get to have some bonding time in the canon. Here it is.
Carlson is going to open his book as he's doing this, and because doesn't want to crowd the tattoo happening, and can see that Zamani wants to talk to Donnie, so he's just going to open his book, and he's going to turn it to somebody he's not spoken to in a while. He's going to turn it to Everett's page, and just start writing in there. Hello, Everett. I hope everything is going well in Burton. I found myself in Theo at the moment. I think both you and Theo would like it here. How's everything there in Burton, especially with Kiana's situation? I hope it's progressed well, or as well as it can.
Couple seconds pass. Calisindra, haven't heard from you in a while. I hope you're well. Seal that's an interesting one. I've never been. I would love to go. Theo has wanted to go many a time. He's got some tattoo person he's obsessed with over there. Apparently, he's heard of their work. Everything is okay here. Kingdom is currently not burning, so that's beneficial. There's no undead uprising, which is also quite beneficial. As for family stuff, well, Saladin. Kazori is adjusting, I hear. And Kiana, well, that's complicated.
Does the message end?
Yeah.
In there. All right. Glad to hear that everything else is going well and there's been no more unexpected undead invasions or the kingdom spontaneously burning down around you, but you didn't sound too thrilled, per se, with Kiana's situation. What's quite the issue there? Beyond everything that I know.
It's not an issue. Well, she is a phoenix. Claims it's Celelia's phoenix, so she's heading to Casellia, its rightful place as the leader of the Church of the Morning Sun. She says it's Celelia's plan for her. She says she has. This was why she was brought back. It's complicated. I'm not overly thrilled.
Right.
Caselia's at war.
Yeah, it's not the safest place for her to go, but at least she's back. Does she seem to be herself? Or has she changed at all?
More fiery. Which is good. How are you, though? How is everything with you? Feels like it's been a lifetime since we last were able to just talk.
Busy, as you probably expect, with, well, you've had a snippet of the schedule that we have and everything that befalls us and just happens to cross our path. But we're making it towards our end goal. Hopefully this whole business will be behind us soon. With a bit of luck, well, with a bit of luck, we'll be back in Burton soon enough, and I'll be able to celebrate with you once again. But a lot of travel, a lot of hopping around the continent, trying to get things done in a very short matter of time, but hopefully soon.
Yeah. Can't be that all busy if you and Zamani are finding time to pose for portraits.
What?
What?
Posing for portraits.
Yes.
Is there-
There's a painting of you and the Lady Zamani. I thought it was like a wedding thing.
Whereabouts is it? Hang on, Des, just for a second, out of character, have we heard of this somewhere? Okay. Whereabouts is this painting? Who did it? Where is it? Where is it from?
There was a Corvithil gentleman passing through the courts. He showed it off. A solo painting of you as well.
That man has been spreading paintings across the continent, apparently. All right, that is. I'm glad that they've spread to Burton. I hope that you bought it, put it up in the living room, pride of place.
If I bought a painting of you and gave it to you for your wedding, that would be kind of awful, wouldn't it?
Well, no, not for the wedding, for your own private collection, of course. Remember what I look like when I forget to drop in to visit.
Look at. Unfortunately, no, I didn't buy any. It's well, it's just I don't make a habit of buying portraits of my friends. I have a royal painter if I want one.
That is something that is that's not the first time this Corvithil painter has. We've suddenly been announced that our paintings have been seen and they recognize us from it. So that's
No, it was quite the collection. He had some of you, some of I think he had pretty much everyone in with your own little traveling brigade.
Is it good? That's my main question. How would you rate it?
I mean, they're phenomenal.
That's alright then, I suppose. As long as it does us all justice, then, you know, can live with that.
I mean, it embellishes a little bit.
Oh, please tell me how.
I know you're not that muscular.
That's amazing. Thank you for bringing
Your
that to my
shoulders are not
attention.
quite that broad, but we all embellish a little bit. I have a thicker beard in my royal painting. Don't worry about it.
Absolute just ripped Calicinda just like posing on the front. Yeah, bodybuilder. Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, I'm glad that is my... the first official painting of me on the surface is at least flattering.
No, it's not, well, official, yes, but Ruventier has shown me some.
Explain a little bit more.
I loved your
He's
long
not-
hair.
Oh my god, why is it always the long hair picture? That painting will haunt me to the end of my life, I swear.
Start
It would
of
never
every
leave me.
season.
It would never leave me.
That's all right. We all have embarrassing paintings. I should show you the one of Marquesio and Keanu when they were little.
Oh, please do. That would be amazing.
They just come back from a holiday. Marquesio's hair was fully braided.
And that we must see. The next trip back to Burton, I'll make sure to remind you of that. I imagine Calicinda Inc. and Everett just
Yeah,
everyone else
just
is doing is
continue
just
on.
Talk, just
Shit
continue
talk.
talking. Yeah. Catch him.
Everett's in the middle of court just writing in his book.
Watch
He's just
this red
having a
paint turn
little
into a
chuckle
red
to
whale.
himself.
Why is the DM bringing up this painter sometimes, guys? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? DM, answer.
Yeah, what's
Yes,
up with this
why are you
painter
bringing
guy?
up this painter again?
It's weird, man.
What is this,
Anyway,
like the
so
fifth
as you all
time?
go
The
about
fifth
your
time in a month?
It's concerning, yeah.
He's actually a chill dude. When I met him that one time, he was actually fine. It's just weird that he's doing paintings, but it was like a completely chill vibe in person.
Is it considered paintings if they don't take a commission? Is this fan art?
It's- Fan out of the
It
Kingslayers.
is.
It is. Oh,
It's
Found the other
fan
Tumblr user.
No, it's
One
historical
of the Kingslayers.
historical renditions.
Which
Yeah,
is just
sure.
fan art.
Oh, he's mid-journey.
He's on a journey around Quentos and he's currently in the middle of it.
Oh no.
it's
Oh,
currently
no.
kind of mid journey. Oh god.
I hate it.
But as Marquesa gets her tattoo, people start reconvening, getting ready to set sail. Get ready to at least see the show from the water.
I will have had the supplies sent straight to the ship.
I guess so. Let me see that tattoo one more time.
Here we go. Merkel, like, flex. Abs and
Oh.
everything.
I actually really
Show
like
some
the line work on
definition
this one.
I know
Wasn't
it's
too bad, was it?
It smarted a little bit, but. Oh.
I love the
Because
culture and tradition of
you
steel.
would have,
it's very nice.
When it's
because
Very
of Zeph's
friendly.
height, you would have had to go like complete
underhand.
like, under. Yeah, just an underhand. Fucking hurt. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
not
fair.
so fun
No.
now, is it, Macasio?
underhand, there's like too much
No,
like
it's still
chance of
fun.
it like sliding. So like it's got to be like a, like a.
Oh, it's just a full
Zeph
tennis
crouches
swing.
down
just
a little
whack.
bit. Crouches down a little bit and just goes. Blah.
Just yep.
Yeah, I mean, I figured, may as well embrace the culture or something. I don't know. I thought of a design finally. Took a while.
I think the healing magic's worth it. I'm
As
just
you
gonna
all
say.
reconvene, Calicinder's the only one without a tattoo from hell.
It is not about the healing magic. It's about the fact that you got a tattoo and you have to experience the healing process. It's part of the experience of getting a tattoo.
Fuck that. I'm fine.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like Merc's
There's
abs
multiple
and stuff
healing
are now.
magic here.
It's currently like purple, just from all of the like blood flow there and everything.
I'm good. No, thank you.
Mm.
Why would I have to undergo that if I don't have to?
For the journey, or something. I don't know.
Because it's
The
an
journey is
important
getting
part.
it.
Because it's an important part of the experience.
Oh yes, I forgot. We're trying to trauma bond through pain. We've done that enough.
Yeah,
Yeah, fair.
yeah, that's about right.
I think someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Moving on.
I just think I should be allowed to heal my tattoo if I want to without being judged.
I'm not judging you.
Meanwhile,
I'm not
everyone in
talking
the
to
field
you.
judging Zamani.
Everyone there's like, shame on you.
Everyone just
They don't know.
All the
That's
crew
fine.
members on the ship just kind of like staring over. It's just like, but too afraid to say anything.
They don't know either.
Where are we having this conversation then?
walking,
Like,
talking, and as we
I
get
I
to
assumed it was
the
slower walking.
Oh.
we get to the mermaid song.
Somebody's
see-
not going to do anything to like tarnish or deal with reputations right when they get on. Absolutely not.
As you get to the mermaid song, Asher kind of sees you all coming and goes, "Went well then."
Sounds
Yeah.
like yes. We have a gift for the captain and a letter from him.
All right, give me it here.
Let's see, yeah.
Opens it up, reads it. All right, so 1,000 gold or 980 if you've got chilies. Fuck.
No, it was.
It was 100
smile.
gold.
It was 100.
100 gold. Sorry.
Mm.
Here, Finnegan. And she hands it off to him. I don't read so well. I'm sorry.
I'm back.
That's
Um,
fine. That's
As you
just,
see Finnegan's come
there's
back
a
over
shock
this.
in price.
Him with like the slight tinge of blue. He's got the belt also. Yeah, no, only 2 zeros. Yeah, I thought that was a very expensive trip. Anyway, so that makes it 100 gold, 20 knocked off if you've got peppers. So what? That's 80. 80 gold.
It is indeed.
All right.
Pouch out 8 gold. Throw
Good
it
man,
over to him.
Dummy.
Snatches it off.
Feel obliged to pay for the voyage.
So
To see your dad.
she kind of putting it on. So you see, she got like a couple like coin purses around. There's one that's very like distinctly like you can see nothing in it. She puts that in it. Dedicated. All right. Good.
So I think now that we're on the ship, we have to use titles. I think I remember seeing that somewhere in a book.
What do you mean titles?
Like, as in, we call them captain
Okay.
and first mate, as opposed to first name stuff.
Did you ever
Sure.
do? What? I mean, the only person that we ever did was Captain True.
So,
Yeah.
as you're
You
all
could always
standing
could
ask
edit
what their preference
with
is.
Asher, you all of a sudden you just hear someone from up in the rigging. You just hear Captain, and everyone just suddenly stops what they're doing and turns towards the plank. And you see, as he's like, each step is like he doesn't walk in a straight line. It's like very much so a sway.
Oh no!
He
And-
pivots
He's got
with
that
every
swagger.
footstep.
Yeah, there's a pivot, and you see this fucking the plank that connects it, the gangplank, just like, and you're like, oh, that's not gonna hold. As it like creaks and bows a bit as he gets on it, climbs up, just, and he gets on the ship and he holds it back. He goes, great day to sail. As then you see the sway, the kind of like the bobbing with the sway of the ship is almost like actually perfect, and it catches him perfect in his stride, and he gets more sure and even walking, as his sea legs are much better than his land legs. And he gets
I
up
just
to
want to
the wheel
say-
up the top. All right, crew, we got a tempest, and we got a
Yeah.
few little lads to bring to it. So, sail well, sail true. And hey, you got a bit of a chef to have fun with it. And then you just hear, "Captain, my captain," as the crew rings out. And there's like a level of respect for this man with everyone on deck. As like, he goes, "Ease, lads. We're going out." As we're going to cut to break as the ship unmoors. We'll see you in about 5-10 minutes. We'll be back shortly. See ya. And we're back. So, as the ship unmoors, and as you see a bunch of ships at this stage kind of getting later in the day or getting out into the water to ready themselves for sundown, your ship sails out to join them. As you're kind of standing on the deck, Asher looks over and goes, Finnegan, here. She calls him over. Show them all to their rooms. They can spare. She kind of looks up to Flint, who just raises 3 fingers. 3 rooms.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
What way are we sleeping
The
them?
right amount.
Who's boarding with who?
I'm with that one. And I point at Gal.
I don't
I-
mind.
I can sleep. If you allow me to sleep up there, then I will sleep up there. I point to the crow's nest.
She kind of looks at you, looks at the crow's nest. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Is that not a bit of a stereotype crow's nest?
He likes to be in high places.
Zeph, do you need a lift?
If he falls in, we're not. We'll
No
turn
turning
back.
around.
We'll turn.
No.
Good grip.
No, I'm very, very good at staying up in high places. And no, I don't
Yeah,
need a lift.
actually, I can vouch for that.
That is true.
Well,
There's plenty of digging in between here and there. I
Also,
should
if
be
he
fine.
starts
Alright.
drinking, he'll be up there anyways. So
that's all
All
right.
good.
And as you kind of get to walk to your rooms, Finnegan, you would not believe it, but the first ship Captain Flint ever was on, he was the rigging monkey.
You need to give me the
Oh,
supply
really?
of that rope.
No, this is back when he was not that.
Oh,
Fair.
right.
Monkey sized.
He was younger. Now he's
I'm trust.
wider.
Gorilla.
trust
Got
That's
the
not a
age of the
story.
seas.
Not a story he would tell often.
No, if you get. He sometimes boasts that he could still do it if he wanted to, but for some reason he never wants to. All right, yeah, come below. As he dips below the deck, maybe like 2 floors down, and you see there's like a kind of mess of like hammocks and like Donovan, you've already been below deck, so you know back that way towards the back end of the ship is the galley, but towards the front you see there's like hammocks and all, and then there's a line of doors past them. He goes, they're not much, but they're not hammocks.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Is there anything I could get for you? Is there anything you need?
No, I'll go and see Kaylin at some point over the course of the day. The captain did mention that someone had a birthday recently, or name day.
Yeah, me.
Oh,
Wonderful.
happy late name
Oh.
day.
I have a
Happy name day.
Happy name day.
Happy name day.
I hope you're going to enjoy dinner.
I'll try. But it's a pleasure. My name. If you couldn't hear it from Asher, I'm Finnegan. It is a pleasure. They call me Finnegan Seedless, and I'm the carpenter for the ship, and nominated assistant for legislative and reading matters for Asher.
I mean, those are very important skills. So
Are many of the crew not literate?
Not many. Not many cared to learn their words. Say what you want about Captain Flint. He took me off to the streets. Yeah, a few of us.
Where do you
and-
hail from, Finnegan?
The streets. Streets. In Thiel.
In Thiel. Okay.
Kaelin is from. Well, he was from. I suppose now it's Mount Tarthia. Asher's from. She's from Cassandra. But yeah, he's a good guy.
he seems quite kind. He was a straight shooter with us, so it's much appreciated.
Just don't take food off his plate, then you're good.
Yeah, apparently there's been something about losing a hand, so.
A finger. Finger for the first
Ah,
offense.
at least.
Who was
least
Yeah,
it's
no,
not the
I
whole
need all
thing.
of these. So
Thalos did it once on a dare. And, well, true to Captain Flint's word, doesn't make false promises. Took the pinky.
Yeah, understandable.
No
And
one's
what did
taken
he do
food
with the
since,
pinky?
so
What did he do with the pinky?
he says it tastes like sausage. I don't know if he actually ate it.
it.
I don't know. No one saw it happen. I don't believe it. He claims he ate it. I don't believe it. Anyway, as he opens up the door, fiddles with some keys, he got this big ring, like heavy iron, picks them up, and then you see he pulls out like this like small little blocks of wood, and he lines the keys up, and with a few quick cuts, makes these like small wooden replicas of keys. Don't break them off the locks, please. Be careful.
of course.
Got it.
But enjoy as each of you goes into it's like maybe like 7 foot by 7 foot box kind of. It's not roomy. There's like a bed in each, and like which is literally like built into the floor, like bolted down. And same with like just a simple dresser with a couple drawers in it that are all like kind of like baby locked in place to make sure they can't just randomly slide out when the ship moves.
I mean, that's really helpful when you're on a boat.
You can claim your room.
Sounds like home, I guess.
If you want to speak to any of the crew, you've got a little bit before sundown, or if you want to speak amongst yourselves, do so now.
Well, Donnie's going to go to the galley and start making a red velvet cake and some things for dinner.
I think Zeph is going to just drop off all their stuff in Macastiel's room and just wander around the ship.
Sounds good.
Oh, Donnie's alone.
I'm busy. I'm cooking.
Nice.
And I'm just curious, Donnie in the kitchen, is he like one of the cooks in there that's like hates people being in the kitchen with him? Does he like
Nah.
get out? I'm cooking.
No, because he's been yelled at by his parents for like.
I was going to say, he's used
the
to
first
home
10
cooking.
years.
Home kitchens
Get
are
back,
never
go
lonely.
there.
Oh, depends on the person. Let me tell you. Let me
Fair
tell you,
enough.
there are some home
Yeah.
cooks out there that do not want people in there helping.
Oh yeah.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Me.
Are you both like that? I know Vinny pointed to themselves, so you'd like that
yeah,
too, right?
I'm also like that.
I don't mind if someone's in the kitchen.
Look,
with
I
me, but
have-
they have to just
I
be
have a
off by
process.
themselves. Like,
Yeah.
Shaz,
Just let me chop the veggies. Come on.
No.
No.
I'm bad at everything else.
I don't know how
I have
you
a-
chop
I
your
have a
veggies, and I
process.
like them
It has
chopped
to be
right.
Precisely.
exactly. There's like a specific like measurement for like julienning stuff, and then like all the stations have.
No,
to be,
I
like,
didn't
in a
say it was
specific
julienning
station.
your shit. I said I'll chop the veggies.
The only thing you're allowed to do is stir a pot if I really need it.
Get these
Wait, are you
chonkers
also one of
out
those
my
people
mirepoix.
that like vocalize like, oh no, everything is going wrong, or like it looks like you talk like it's a hassle to do everything, and then also anytime anybody offers to help you, you're like, no, I'm good. Ah.
Oh, I never complain.
Is
No,
it
I
that
never
kind of
complain, but
stressful
as things
situation?
get things get more hectic, I'll go, I need you to stir that. Then I'll do what I'm doing. But Zeph, as you're wandering around the ship, you bump into this kind of just walking through the hallways as they don't see you come, but you see them coming. They just like, you're like, surely they'll move, and they just smack right into you. Oh, as you see, there is a very, very nicely dressed, like very pressed shirt, looks out of place elven man. Glasses just sitting atop his head. Sorry,
Oh, hello
didn't
there.
see you there.
I see, or rather, you did not.
Sorry.
Hello. My name is
What's the last one?
my name is Zephyros. We will be here for the next few days.
Ah.
And and you are?
Wipes their hands. Dr. Elias Rin.
Dr. Rin.
Elias does fine. Unless you need something sawn off or sewn together, then Dr. Rin will do. I'm the ship's surgeon.
Oh, I see.
Not just ship medic, specifically surgeon.
There are some things healing magic won't do.
You
Well,
can't lay on
this is
hands
a-
with peg leg.
Well, this is our first time on the ship, and I was hoping to maybe get acclimated to some of the rigging to go climbing a little bit.
Oh, sure. I'm afraid of heights, so I will get you Deckhand Talia. She's very good. As he kind of calls up, he doesn't even go up onto the deck, but just calls up from below, and you see there's like maybe like 19, 20 young girl, hair tied back in a tight ponytail. She kind of like literally has like got her legs tangled up in the ring and kind of just lets herself down. Yeah, well. Oh, you're new. One of the people that happen. Have I seen you in a painting?
I'm not sure. There's not very many paintings of me.
But not enough.
There are paintings of Corvithil.
No, I recognise the cloak.
Were there any other humming cloak Corvithils in history?
Shit, we're
No, right?
famous.
This is. Wait, this cloak specifically
Oh yeah.
with
Wait,
other
which
people
cloak
or
are
just
you
me?
wearing?
No, you in that cloak. You had a big stone thing. Bunch of rocks, really.
Where did you see this painting?
Bellerin.
In Bellerin.
Yeah. We were docked up there for a week. Painting. Bunch of things.
How long ago was this?
A few weeks, maybe more.
Oh dear.
Well, don't be modest. You want to be
flattered, but
showing
that's
the rigging. Come on.
Oh, I do actually. This is Zeph's mind is in 10 million places now. What?
She reaches her hand down and helps you up onto it. Yes. Huh. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. She starts showing you around stuff.
Just in case, like, they need an extra hand, like, on the rigging itself, or like just helping with rope and whatnot. Just want to get familiar with it.
There's a very loud construction noise. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it. So we'll see.
It's
Nothing
not
at the
coming through.
moment.
You're all good.
But no, if questioned, she explains there was a Corvithil merchant she saw up in Bellerin who had various paintings of people, and Zeph was amongst them with apparently Tuvu.
Yeah, I got that much. We haven't had Tuvu in a while. Oh,
But-
the time.
Tuvu.
What? That's so. Bellerin? What?
But
Okay.
as Zeph gets literally shown the ropes.
Yeah.
Zamani and Calicindir, what are you doing? Are you staying in your room? Or are you going out to explore?
I mean, every time that we've ever been on a ship, the money's always hung out on deck, usually. So, unless Cal wants to do something else with her time.
No, Cal's going to enjoy being on a ship again. He's going to head out on deck.
When the boats
Hey,
are
and this time
rocking.
you actually know how to swim.
Exactly. Although he plans not to fall in this time and not to be pushed in by anyone.
As
Yep.
you see, there's this kind of like any way you could really describe stringy, like maybe half elven. Got like a wisp of like silver facial hair. Although he does look quite young. He is missing a pinky on his left hand. As he goes, "Huh. Welcome aboard.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
It's a pleasure. I'm the bosun.
Steal food.
Pleasure.
Sorry, out of character. Did he say he's the bosun? Like that's a title, or he said that's like his name is like bosun?
No, he is
bosun,
the
bosun?
bosun.
What is a
the person who
bosun?
drives the
A
ship?
bosun is the
Uh,
ship's officer in charge of equipment and the crew.
That's the
Yeah.
quartermaster. Oh yeah, bosun.
I don't know anything about boats.
Deck
Can't
boss.
A
tell.
bosun,
That's okay.
a bosun is like the manager,
Yeah.
Mm.
and then
So
like
he's
above
like
the
the
manager,
third in charge then?
It's
Yeah, he would be
Essentially,
below
yeah.
Asher.
Got
yeah,
it.
underneath the
Understandable.
quartermaster, and then the quartermaster, then underneath the first mate, and then the first mate underneath the captain.
So so it'd be
Nice to meet you.
you haven't met the quartermaster, so basically go Captain Flint, Asher, some quartermaster, then a
Bosun.
then Thalos.
Fair.
So you
Settle
settled in.
So he just introduced himself as the bosun.
Mm-hmm. Pleasure to meet you, Bosun.
The name is Thalos.
Thalos, a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What's the money?
Calicindia.
I know. But the pleasure to hear from your own mouth.
Of course,
Yeah,
of course.
that's fair.
Polite.
So
Just
I
in
heard
case you
about
didn't.
taking food being a thing.
That's how I did get the name Thalos Fourfinger.
I mean, fair. Yeah. Sorry, but you were going to say something.
No. It's sorry. I've lost a train of thought there. As he kind of looks down at this stub.
I just feel like there's been 4 different people mention, like, don't steal food, you're gonna lose a pinky.
Yeah.
He said that a lot of times, and I thought he was joking. Apparently, I taste like sausage.
Do you think he actually ate it, or he just said that to be intimidating?
Meh. Nah. No. Yeah, probably.
It's safer to think that, at least.
Fair. Terrifying, but fair.
I do my best. Anyway, so basically, I am in charge of the equipment and crew. So if you need anything, I'm here to help. You're the cargo, so
We're here to help once the monsters show up, so.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's not much helpful I can be.
Yes, hopefully we're just not in the way too much.
yeah, we got room. We're a fast little ship, so
It's helpful.
if there's anything you really need, just let us know. It'll be more than good.
Appreciate
Thank you.
it.
So, mind me asking, why the Tempest? Sorry, I'm curious when people come aboard, finding out where they're going and why they're going. And we don't really do like transporting people much. Rare occasion.
Right.
Well, you guys because you were recommended, and the Tempest because we met with the Scions. We're trying to meet with Ivern. Not Ivern, Ringo Burr, sorry.
Firewalker.
Firewalker, sorry.
You're good.
Sorry. Apologies.
You're right.
That's all right. Ship brings out the weird in people.
Why does that have to be in character when I fuck things up? Huh?
I'd like to put it in character when anyone fucks up most of the time with me.
I hate
Yeah.
it here.
Because
There
it's
you go.
funny.
But Firewalker, that's a journey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we're here.
Heard it'd be quite the endeavor to reach it.
We've done it once before. It was,
How'd that go?
Were you part of that?
Well, I
Part of that
assume
journey?
so. Probably storming horribly.
Tempesting. Bigger than a storm, we're told. No, it's good, but it's very wet.
It's fair.
Right.
How are the monsters? We heard that you guys got attacked last time.
Yeah, how dangerous.
They say you guys took down a Leviathan. I'm sure we'll be fine.
Yeah, pretty well.
True.
Don't worry. If shit gets too bad, Captain Flint is known to throw himself into the water. These things.
How does that help?
He's quick in the water. Doesn't look it. At least he's buoyant.
Why did you say so? I assume that if you guys are out there with him, you
No,
must see
2
the
cutlass drawn and flash of steel. So I tell you, it's scary when he tells someone to take the wheel. He'll only do it if it's
you all
life
have
or
great
death.
respect for him.
Right.
Respect, nothing but for them. He is. He's close to a hero. What's up?
Oh, really? Sounds like there's a good story there.
Which one? there's many.
At least one.
Well, I knew him back when he was skinny, Captain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Twig of
before the love of food developed, or
He always had the love of food. But, so he says, I don't know how much of this is a joke. It was a bad sale. Close when I started, I was carpenting the ship for a bit. And we were sailing, skirting the edge of the elemental waters, as we want to do as voyagers. And got out of me maybe 6 years ago, 7. And this Crakesport, by all intent, takes the ship as if it wants to breed the vessel. And Captain Flint threw himself overboard the first time I saw him do. Cutlass in each hand, dagger between his teeth, saying he'd kill the bitch. And blood in the water, we find him eventually float to the top. And then shortly after that, he started putting on weight because he said he didn't like us taking so long to find him in the water, so he may as well be a buoy. Hey, Indecisive, thank you for the 50 bits.
Hey, thank you so much.
He
I
said
mean,
it's
I guess
easier to
that's
spot
fair.
this way. Still quick, though.
Don't
Very
doubt
quick.
that.
I
very,
mean-
very quick.
How can you swim when your hands are? It feels like it would slow you down.
I don't know. He is
An
he is an absolute unit of a captain, though.
enigma.
I mean, have you had a chance to test it the whole in the water?
I mean, if you want him to jump in the water, he'll do it. He'll race you. Don't swim against that.
Trust me, I won't.
You've got long legs. Why not?
Not the best swimmer.
Really?
Not the best at
You
all.
look like you'd be phenomenal at it.
He grew up
Thank you.
underground. Not a whole lot of swimming.
There's lakes.
Maybe with a bit more.
I mean, they do, but it's apparently full of everybody eating
It's-
horrible, atrocious
It's
monsters.
dangerous.
You'll be happy on the elemental sea then. Just like home.
That's a that's a warm endorsement.
Oh, I
There's
think
probably more rain.
when you ask anyone on this ship, they'll have a story to tell you about Captain Flint.
Good to know that we're in
like
safe
that.
hands then.
It's very cringe to say, but like a family.
No, I think that's great. Especially
No, because
with
normally
people
if
that
your
devote their
employer tells
swimming
you we're
that
like
much time.
family here, that's a massive red flag.
I've never had any employer say that, but they were still very massive red flags. So I'm sure that there's a multiple.
Well, so be it. Well, if you need anything, just say so. I'd be more than happy to help. If anyone's upsetting you or annoying you or touching your stuff, tell me. Things will be fine.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
If you get seasick or you need a limb hacked off or sewn back together or sewn up, we Dr. Rin. Very good.
Hopefully none of that, but good to know at the very least.
I'd like to keep them.
Yeah, well. Same. As he wiggles the stub where his pinky was.
I mean, at least you're not a repeat offender.
No. Lose the hand the second time, I was told, so didn't want to do that.
No, that's quite the escalation. 1 finger to 4.
Things you do for a leg of chicken, I suppose.
Well, was it good at least? Did you
I
get
don't
to
know.
eat
I
it?
didn't get to. I picked it up. I had my left hand. So left hand on the table. Reached over with the right over to grab it. By the time I got the leg pulled off the chicken, the knife just was down, like a blink.
So you didn't even get to keep it.
Didn't even get to keep the finger. You think you let me keep the chicken?
Oh well, I mean, if you're gonna pay the price.
No. He's quick for a man of his size. Very.
Fair.
Be well, and well, sundown's in about an hour or two. You'll have quite the view.
I'm excited for the lanterns. I hear they're beautiful.
You've got a good view from here.
I appreciate it.
That's happening, Marquestio. What are you doing?
I want to see if I can find the navigator.
So you go up to the where the steering wheel is, at the top of the back of the ship. You see there's like a quite short like you think they're like that little shade of green that you think someone's about to get sick, and then they turn around, you see they've got like two little horns starting to jut, and you're like, oh, it's tiefling. You're like, what an unfortunate color. They look permanently sick.
Yeah.
And they look up and they basically like small little spectacles that just sit on the bridge of their nose. They got maps out in front of them. Got little guys, cartographer and like navigator's tools on it, and they look up and go, huh, hello.
Hi. I'm Merc, part of the,
You're the
guest.
princess from Bet?
Not quite, no. Sorry, what?
You're the betrothed to the Lady Kiana.
Correct. You've been reading
I'm
up
sure
on
about
me?
it.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. Have I seen them around the Hellward?
No.
Oh. Right. Well, hi. I'm
Hello.
Merc, and you are?
Bran.
Bran. Well, pleasure to meet you, Bran. You're a bit far away from home.
Well, not really, since this is home now.
Yeah, true.
But
Brought
no,
you all the way over
I've
to
been
the
with.
field.
God, I've been with Captain Flint since before. I've been with Captain Flint since before he was a Voyager.
Wow.
Well, he's only officially sailed with the Voyagers for about 7 years.
Okay, righto. Fair enough.
I mean, we had the song before that, but it's a Voyager ship now, at least.
Yeah, nice. Why the song? I'm curious. Why the mermaid song?
Well, honestly, it's because we weren't allowed to register it as the mermaid's tits.
Merkel looked towards the sail.
The harbour master
Yeah.
wouldn't accept it when we first docked in Castelia, where we had to. That's where the ship was finished construction, and in the bay there, and they wouldn't register it as the mermaid's tits. So, Captain Flint said
That's a
mermaid
shame.
song. I mean, the
enough.
tits are nice, but I suppose the mermaid
Yeah.
song sounds better for business.
True, yeah. Well, I'm sure you've heard of our journey and everything.
Yeah, I've been
What-
following
what are
all
the
your
scenes
guys'
looking
sings through
like?
the brass lungs whenever I can.
Oh, yeah. What do you think?
I mean, pretty cool, like. I don't know. I just think you'd do cool if you had a knight with you. Like, probably like knight, full helm, big shield, big sword.
Is this not enough?
You've no shield. You've no shield.
I do. I just can't wield it at the same time.
I just think you'd look cool if you guys had also no one's like officially knighted with you. Like you have a noble like the Calasindia guy. He's like nobility. But like you've no like Sir McEssil Galanis, or you've no like, no one's like officially knighted. And I just think knights are cool. I just think knights are cool.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, I did get this sword from a knight.
Did he knight you with it?
No, I think I'm
Oh.
like a weird half step below a squire at the moment. I don't really know. I must get onto that. Anyway,
You're a bit old to be a squire.
I don't quite know if is there an age limit to squiring? I
No,
don't
but
know.
normally it's like teens.
Maybe I'm a late bloomer.
By your achievements, you're not a late bloomer.
Yeah. I think my focus wasn't where it needed to be. Anyway. how are the seas looking for our journey?
Watery. Seafarers joke. No, they're looking good. They're calm enough. Good time of year to be sailing.
That's good. That's good. No storms on the horizon or anything.
Oh no,
other
there's storms
than
on the horizon, 100%.
tempest?
Second we get to that elemental sea, there's just nothing but.
Yeah, but anything before that you can tell.
Yeah, looks good.
Good. Good.
It'll be good though. Till we get to the elemental anyway. And if do you get seasick? They don't explain that in the the brass lungs. They
no.
don't go, oh, I know you sailed aboard the Golden Gull. I think they're in town, but
Yeah.
they don't go, oh, brass lungs, Castile Galanas, noble fort above the Golden Gull.
Yeah, no, I'm
Also
fine
got
with
seasick.
the
Yeah.
ocean. Yeah, no. It's alright. We got used to it on that journey. It was a lot.
Interesting.
Well, pleasure to meet you, Brian.
when's your wedding though? Because like you've been betrothed
sure.
to the Princess Ken for a long. What?
I said not sure.
How are you not sure? You've been engaged for quite some time.
There's quite a lot going on at the moment.
Are you those type of couple that get engaged without actually having a plan of getting married? Just like engaged and you just never know when it's going to happen. You're like engaged for like 25 years and then sitting there wondering, oh God, are we ever actually going to get married? Then you never actually get married and you just sit there looking at each other being like, why do we even bother getting a ring? That was a waste of money.
How you doing, Viddy?
I wish you a safe journey. And I will see you around the ship.
Oh.
Pleasure to talk to you.
Okay. Enjoy.
And Merc will very awkwardly trot off.
You okay there, Biddy? Were you in this picture and you don't like it as well?
Look, I've never related to Merkestriel more than in this moment. I got engaged in January of last year.
I've been engaged for 6
That's-
years.
That's
Yeah.
not too bad.
Merc, at this
Seriously.
point, I'm feeling like it's close to about 8 or 9 years.
How old is Mark?
I think she's right around like early 30.
Oh,
I think. Yeah. Yeah, because pre 4 years skip, she was 26. Literally about to get married. They were getting married that summer, and then she lost 4 years of her life.
ain't fair. Yeah.
Mm.
It's fun being
It does
NPCs
things.
that know your guys' story and have questions that are too personal, but they do it anyway because you're famous.
I mean, that's fair.
No, absolutely.
My
love
conversation
it.
went pretty well.
Absolutely
I
love it.
forgot to
except it's about
fucking
a
vibe check in
painter
because of the
who-
awkwardness.
I don't think you need to if I object
No,
him.
I
I think you got a good one.
I got a good. Anyway,
So, what are y'all doing around the ship for the rest of the evening, or are you just want to wait and pass time?
mm,
I don't really have anything specific to do. I'm excited for the lanterns and all that. So
yeah, I think just do a bit of praying and stuff. Retreat to my room,
Is it-
do pally shit.
is it like tangled lanterns where they like fly away, or is it like little lanterns on the water?
On the water.
Hmm.
Out to sea. It'd be a mess to clean
So
up.
it's a big fight getting them like beyond those waves that crash and push them all back.
They'll be brought out past the waves.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. Tomorrow.
So, as a bit of time passes, we kind of pan to in the kitchen where there's just like a storm brewing. And we just pan Donovan. She's got like
Cloud of
flour smeared
flour.
up one side of the face, like one eye's half squint closed because there's ingredients in it.
Got an apron that says "Kiss the Storm."
Not the vinegar.
Kiss the tempest. That's better.
What's his name? Taylor.
What?
Taylor, that pot's boiling over. Gosh.
Oh shit! And as each of you almost simultaneously with a different member of crew, there's like a knocker at your door, like beside you, and goes, Well, before the lanterns come out, you're all invited to first dinner with Captain Flint.
First,
Oh. Thank you.
First dinner.
It would be about ready.
how many are there?
2.
Okay.
So,
Oh.
as you all go to there's like beautiful dining room that's in the captain's quarters. It's like there's this like long mahogany table and what is like a veritable throne to seat this man. There's like a high back. This is just like big armrests. Sit.
Thank you for the
And-
invitation.
You and you,
Thank you.
as he points to Callan's money. Eat, you're too skinny.
I'll try my best.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you, Captain.
You know what they
I
say.
brought
Can't
a-
fatten a greyhound, can't fatten an elf.
Donnie has brought
Never heard
Does
a
that make me the Greyhound? Wait.
small barbecue platter with like sausages and like sliced steak and
Ribs.
no ribs, too hard to cook on a boat, and a decent amount of sauces along with it, just to kind of first dinner. I'm sure Donnie would have been briefed on there are 2 dinners.
Yeah, you would have been.
And then the birthday party, yeah.
Yeah. There is first dinner, second dinner, then snacks.
Got it. So Hobbit
Yeah, 2 dinners,
style.
7
Got it.
suppers.
Alright, what are you drinking?
Got any wine?
Aye. He kind of he leans back as the chair. Is it like you're like that thing's gonna break? And he like kicks it back a little bit as it like catches on the ground, and he just with a big ham hand just opens this cabinet. And you just see like roof to floor wine rack. Pick a
That's
bottle.
impressive.
Do I know enough? Like, of course. I go
Zamani
over and
knows
look. I
wine.
can- Oh yeah, I figure.
Yeah, you.
She doesn't pick like his like obviously best or favorite, but she picks like a nice bottle.
You get a nice red to pair with the steaks that are being prepared. Aye.
Even if it didn't go well with the steaks being prepared, she would still pick a nice red.
Hey, good choice. Good choice. So, some of the lads are very excited to have you on board. Yeah,
Mm.
well known
They
anyway.
all seem very kind.
Hey, well, they want to, they get clip on the air. We have manners here. Treat our
They all
guests
look
well.
up to you.
I hope so. I am a sight to behold. If they didn't, I'd be doing something wrong. But I do my best. I keep them well. I keep them fed and I keep them as warm as I can in the water.
Understandable.
So, who among you sailors, who am I going to put to work? Obviously, Donovan in the kitchens. As I look at this spread, I made the right choice.
Try
And there's like lust in the face. Like,
yeah.
try one of the meatballs while they're hot. They've got a little bit of gooey cheese in the middle.
and he's like, he like shambles to sit up in his chair and like reach over for one.
He's forgotten the conversation. He heard the word gooey
Apologies,
cheese.
but I'm from the desert, so I don't do a whole lot of sailing.
Hey, there's boats in the desert. There's sand ships as well.
Yeah, but that's for people with money. From Surrock.
Oh,
Yeah.
tell you, we did a bit of work around the coast of Serok.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm
Unless
not. I
you're trying
sunk
to
a
get
few
people out.
bastards. I'm.
Okay, never mind. Got it.
Yeah,
To be fair, you said
work.
doing work, so you never know what kind when it comes to Surrock.
Well, when it comes, yeah, no, I was This was back when God, not Sovereign Morvis. Can't remember his father's name. Sovereign something. Everyone's a sovereign or a king when they're a king of something. Anyway,
Yeah.
basically captain of Sithasa, and he Iron Fist sort of guy, and he wanted to like clean up Serok's waters. Bullshit, can't do it. Too much shit in that water. Anyway, bunch of God, I don't know what they're called. Needles? Is that the one?
There's a few, probably.
Anyway, one of them anyway. One of the cunts sails out into the water. Transporting people. Not transporting people for where they need to go.
Yeah. Sounds like the needles.
We picked the good ones from the water. And I tell you what, I went under the water and I held some of the heads down of the bad ones. And
Good job.
tell you, you don't want me landing a toppy in the water. Tell you that for nothing.
I mean, they're deserving.
It's like the
so.
moon's falling on you.
They didn't drown, they died from bludgeoning damage.
How do you calculate that full damage?
Double it.
It's just, it's his weight in pounds equal.
Number
Des
of
doesn't
D6s,
limit
yeah.
full damage simply for this reason.
That's a Kerrigan roll.
It
Mm.
is a Kerrigan roll.
No, I've sailed from Ojikir to Thiel. I've sailed from Bellerin to Burton. It's been all right, really.
So where's
And the
been your
song does
favorite?
me well. Favorite. Can't go Sithasa. I sweat too much. Ojikir similar, although it's a little bit drier there. Thiel is my favorite. That's why we set down roots here. And I don't know.
Makes sense.
Sea called to me. Far walker. I wasn't always a voyager. I was a bit of a shitter. Privateer, never pirate. Ship for hire. We have rules. Never transport a people or drugs. Stolen things, yeah. Smuggle a little bit. Nothing wrong with that.
Could be worse.
But we did our best, and well, they one time got caught by a voyager just off the coast of Casselia. Again, stolen goods. And he wasn't very happy with that. And I told him it was just an honest job for an honest day's work. Didn't know what I had in me crates. And I didn't buy shit. So he gave me an option. Turn over a new leaf. Give a fresh beginning. Or lose my ship. And I'm quite fond of the
Same
tits
ship.
on that mast post.
No, that's fair. Very expertly crafted.
So I asked, I don't like being watched, so why would I want a voyeur? And I was wrong, it was a voyager.
Yeah, there's a G in there.
Yeah. And I explained it to me. And honest work, honest money. Seemed kind of embarrassing. So I decided to give it a go. I didn't want to lose the ship. Take longer to save up for a new one. Also had a good crew to take care of. I got to Thiel. And I don't know. Some part of the city called to me. Just felt like home second I got here. That's
Makes
back when I
sense.
was like that little guy. And shacked up with the Voyagers. Learned what they did. Learned how they did it. Now, I never had the stones to sail out into the elemental waters. And first time didn't go on my own boat. What was it called? The Kraken's Wrath. Good ship. Strong ship. Big ship. Bigger than this. We went in. They were chasing a smuggling ship from the Count's Court going out. And people on it. Bad ship. And we got it. They tried to avoid us in the Tempest Waters, but kind of just showed me that there's some good captains out there. Some really, truly good captains. I don't know. Made me think about what sort of captain I want to be. What example I set for the lads.
You certainly
And-
set a good example now.
I do, but they're too skinny. I will fatten them up. But, long story short, started working with the Voyagers. And then, yeah, I did work everywhere with the Voyagers. We don't just strictly stay in Thiel. Most of the time we do. Sailed everywhere. Still ships at the end of the day. But just northeast of Sithasa, there's a couple islands. And tell you they're rampant. Rampant with pirates. No, from my smuggling days. Hey, land of fucking snakes. Now that's somewhere I'd like to stamp out. So, that and Cyril. Xerox shithole.
Agreed.
But here I am. Now I'm on noble journeys ferrying heroes to their not imminent death.
That is the goal.
I hope
so,
not.
To a god.
I hope not.
Hope not. Well, there's a small island in the middle of the Tempest. Probably no bigger than a small island. That's where you'll find him.
Right.
Small little surf shack, pretty much all it is. But he's happy. He's a nice guy.
That's all he needs.
We're gonna go there. It's like the exact replica of the house that we broke into. The
100%.
exact
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
100%.
Except there's gonna be like the new surfboard there just to fuck with us. The one we went to return.
Don't forget, he did tell you exactly how to open the door without breaking it.
True.
That's true.
I do not remember him saying these things.
Captain Flint, you ask what we can do.
Hey, let me put you to work. Idle hands.
Yeah, I'm strong and I have really, really good eyesight.
Don't
Do you
ask
have a
about the-
trade?
I mean, I used to do carpentry with my father many
Oh.
moons
Sure,
ago.
you can apprentice to Finnegan on the journey. He's our carpenter. Good
I'll
lad.
give it a shot.
Well, you can definitely move the wood around for him. He's a bit of a... It's a bit thin.
Love a man
Yeah,
who's
I'm
good
not
with
as
wood.
nimble-fingered as I was when I was a child.
Hey, I copped that.
I'm glad you did.
Hey, too quick for that. How about the rest of you? I've got a cook. I've got a carpenter.
I'm good at killing things.
Are you any?
Deadpan.
Are you a dab hand at fishing or something?
Never done it, but I can give it a shot.
Killing things. You know what? Maybe we'll set you to work with the cats. Mice on the ship will fear no one more. Mice.
We just every so often just hear Zamani just mutter mouse to her oath bow and just
I mean, it
You know-
ignores cover, so.
Okay, so
Sure.
that was a good one. That was a good one. And you, Callus in there, you're looking the reedy type.
True. I was going to
Teach some
say
of my
if
boys
there's
their
any-
numbers and letters. So not many are good. I've been
Alright.
trying. I'm not a good teacher. Finnegan's good.
Alright, I'll do my
He's
best.
busy. But some of the lads, some of the younger ones, they don't understand the importance of being able to read and write. So,
Right. Well,
if you've got time,
send those.
well, you've got
Oh,
time. You've got time.
I've got time. There's nothing more I'm going to be doing on this ship. I know nothing about ships. I can't really contribute to anything else. So, of
Right.
course, send
You're
them
too
to me,
rigid.
The ones that.
Like, you know, you look like you're trying to be
gonna-
one of the masts when you're standing at the top of the deck.
I mean, this is after we've gotten to Lucet for over a year, so yeah, imagine before.
I am joking. I'm joking. You're right.
It's gonna turn them all
Lucet
into
quite a bit, hon.
calligraphers.
It's fine. Did you get a nice like pat on your thigh?
But no, absolutely. Send them to me in the morning.
Hey, we will when they're not working. And
Of course. Naturally.
Talia's already telling me Zeph is getting tangled up in the rigging. So how about you feel helping up there when you're up there?
That sounds excellent to me. I know my knots.
Work on your knots. Don't be naughty.
Oh, I
You
was
wouldn't
so
believe when I
close
was
to
a young
saying
boy.
that.
When I was a young boy, I was a rigging monkey myself. First ship I ever worked on. Small ship.
I heard.
Eh,
And they
Could
say
still
you
do it
should
if
have
I
the
wanted.
skills to back it up.
I could still do it if I wanted. It's tough work though. It was the Storm Rider.
course.
Nice little sloop. Arik was the captain. Good man. Dead. But good
Quite a
ship.
few of them mentioned you swimming with swords in your hands. I feel like that'd be quite difficult.
I swim probably better than anyone at this table, I'll tell you.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, I could believe that.
I was born in the water, you see. Literally.
Oh,
Slapped out into a
nice.
pool. S- It's kind
That's
of...
the level of intimacy I didn't know we were getting to today.
Apparently.
I mean,
water
you're
goes
already
for
talking about
popular
men with
appeal.
wood, so...
I mean, it was just a joke.
But no, I've always been around ships, and I could, yeah, the rigging. It's a little young lad, still got it, very fast. But No, I swim well. Swim better than I walk.
It's fair. I swim about as well as I run. That's about it.
Anyway, we'll go
Well, I
see
don't have to
somewhere.
breathe, so that's helpful.
Hey, same as.
Hey, nice. Nice little warlock health.
Oh no, I've just got potions and lotions.
Oh,
Whatever does it for you.
Hey, slap it on and you'll not need to breathe underwater for at least an hour.
fair enough.
As the dinner continues, bit by bit, learning more of his childhood on ships as he's quite the coloured history of these various battles. A lot of times you feel like he's always been like one step away from piracy before he joined the Voyagers as he kind of goes through his history. But as the first dinner comes to a close, the sun gets low in the sky. And you hear calling up from the crow's nest, "First light!" And everyone starts making their way atop the deck as you look out onto the ocean as it starts coming alive one by one, like candles just in the distance. Little stars on the ocean's water until the entire thing comes alive with over 8,000 lanterns put out past the waves as they just start floating by on these small little, like pretty much like fancy wreaths to keep them floating for as long as they can before they go under the waves. But it is beautiful as you see like a low kind of dull glow of the sunset on the horizon, people on the shoreline, and many a ship out in the ocean as all of these lanterns go by, and a chorus starts coming too, all around, as if the water is singing itself in a low celestial hum. As you realize it's not a hymn, it's not a song, but each lantern is giving its own vibration into the water as you hear names come to one by one. As each name of that was fallen against the war of gods is spoken one more time lest they be forgotten.
That's amazing.
Most
Give us-
romantic.
As you say that, Captain Flint kind of looks over to you, raises an eyebrow, slaps his stomach a little bit gently, chuckles a little bit but not out loud.
Bit of decorum, Captain. Come on.
Almost, if not for sadness of it.
Heroes. And as everyone stands on the decks, the ocean around almost comes to a stop as everyone watches until the lanterns slowly got taken by the water one by one. And you see the people on the shoreline start to disperse. Beautiful in its own right.
That was remarkable, Captain. Thank you for giving us the vantage points that we had.
It's good. It's very good.
I didn't realize that they would speak.
Never did I, either. I'm not from Thiel, obviously. But, it's something else. So,
Definitely adds another layer to the gravity of it.
shows you the power of an old god versus an ascended god, I suppose. Those things don't give a
Oh, that's
fuck.
Ew.
Kind of takes his
One
handkerchief,
of them definitely
kind
act
of
more like
wipes his
people
eyes,
than the other.
tears. All
At
right,
least it's the fault of people.
anchor up. Anchor up. As you see people start moving back out of the ship and start getting to work.
Wait, so am I actually on fishing duty? Somebody kind of says like as he like walks away.
As he's kind of like, boom, boom. And he turns back up as he's like atop the stairs going towards the wheel. No, you're with the cats. Find one. It's your boss. Find one.
Actually.
As he keeps going to the stairs.
Cats are better than people most of the time. So.
As you turn around, there's just a small guy just.
Oh, absolute chin scritchies.
Just
The pause for the sniff. Yep, there we go. It's just Amani walking around, just holding a cat and another one just on her shoulder.
Hell yeah.
At one point, she's just like, "Cal, I want one." She's never had a pet, like never had a cat before.
Cow just
like
makes
Zamani,
a
you already
note,
got 13 children. You can't have another.
Next time she summons the oath bow, it's just covered in cat fur.
It's been scratched.
Nah, it doesn't work
Scratching
that way.
post.
It's not made of wood.
Cats don't care.
Yeah, but they have a hard time scratching stone.
So, as each of you goes about, the night comes to. The waves get rougher the further from Thiel you go as you start sailing westward. But the first night comes too. You all bed down for the night. Is there anything people would like to do before we start taking out officially on this journey?
How's the birthday party?
Oh, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. The
Hell yeah.
Finnegan cries. It's nice.
Oh, poor
Aw.
guy.
Not done.
Cal's going to try and bring people together.
Mhm.
Gather the Kingslayers alone.
I'll be back in just one
So I
second. I
still
can
has
still
one
hear
cats.
you, but I will be 1 second.
Yeah,
Just
all
keep
good.
going.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
This is more for Yuma Castile, but as I've thought, it's probably something that we should all know. I spoke to Everett earlier and received an update on Kiana's situation.
Mhm.
It seems she may have Celelio's Phoenix, and believing that she is to be the next High Priestess, has gone to Casellia to take up that place.
I mean, to be fair, what other phoenix would you have?
Precisely.
But how?
I don't know. And I'm curious, do you remember Samael's plan to contact Celelio? For you to
Yes.
contact? Have you contacted or tried to make contact?
Not yet, no.
I mean, it's been weeks.
Has it been weeks? Because I thought we were going to do it after the
It's been a
spy
little bit of
meeting,
time.
but we went spy meeting basically to Thiel.
Because it was
It was
on
before. It was
It
before
was-
both of those.
on our way to the Oasis.
Yeah, so
in the
it's been
Cerulean.
probably close to like 2 or 3 weeks at this point.
Okay then, because I thought it was going to be, we were going to do it after the spy meeting.
Yeah, spy meeting took about
mean-
10, 11 days, I think, total.
Oh, it's probably been about like a month.
No, it's probably been about
plus
3 weeks.
at this-
3 weeks.
Mhm. Okay,
Well,
cool.
3 weeks is like a month.
Right.
No, not yet. Just fear, I suppose.
Okay.
Well, you guys have
understand
about 22 days on this ship to get to where you need to go.
Ooh.
Yeah, the only issue is fire.
Yeah,
Mhm.
summoning a big flaming goddess on this ship might not be great.
I don't think you're gonna summon her, right? You're gonna like commune with her and then like mentally do wee woo stuff.
Mm.
Hopefully.
That wasn't character, by the way.
Hopefully we woo.
Zamani does not deal with god shit.
I don't quite know. But
I understand
yeah.
that you're scared, but I'm going to say this in the bitchiest way possible, and I do apologize in advance, but it's okay to be afraid. It's not okay to be a coward.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Because we were originally going to get something out of it.
Yes.
Well,
And
having
looking
Cecilia not
at-
be insane is pretty.
Looking at Zamani when Merc is saying that.
What?
Wasn't that the whole thing between completely out of character now?
Okay.
Weren't we going to get Celelio to distract Decay so that we could get into the contract room?
Zamani doesn't know what the key is for.
Yeah.
Okay. So then Merc is looking at Donnie when she says that instead of Zamani.
And also,
Back
wasn't
in
the
again.
plan for one of Celio's Celestials to go
Yeah,
in?
to literally get one of her, send her army to try
so then
and
we
steal
wouldn't
it.
have to. Yeah, so we wouldn't have to. The whole thing was so that we wouldn't have to go through the risk of doing it, and Siledo would. In return, Siledo gets the codex that Samael has.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure because there was
So
something.
I don't
there
think
and it
the
has
confusion
been.
is, does Zamani know
anyways.
that?
No, Zamani doesn't. know.
Zamani
Cool.
doesn't even know
Awesome.
what the key goes to.
We've all talked outside of Zamani, and that
Yeah.
would be common knowledge amongst
And she was
Zamani.
very
Yes.
offended when you guys intentionally left her out that one time, and she still hasn't
Mhm.
forgiven you for it.
We know.
It goes in the list with the other things.
You're lucky she's not perceptive.
I suppose the question is then when would be a good time for me to do
Also,
it?
Zeph doesn't know either, I don't think.
No.
So, this is just a you three thing.
Zeph was there.
Zeph was there when you guys were going to
Zeph
the
was there.
Servianos.
We went to the Shifting Oasis. Zeph was there.
The original talk about the key happened before
Not the
that.
key, but the talk with Samael making this plan.
But the whole plan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Yes.
So, is
yeah,
Zeph
Merc is-
informed?
Merc is
Because I
very-
did not know that Zeph was informed.
You don't know what the
Yeah.
key does. You don't know that Donovan has a key to the contract room in his ears. But you would know, you were there when Samael explained that you guys could try and bargain with Solario to exchange the codex for her to steal Zamani's contract. He didn't say how.
Mhm.
But Zeph was there.
Lonnie was.
Zamani wasn't allowed to listen. Samael made sure of it.
Nope. It was really upsetting. Very rude. I think it was one of those cases where Zeph is like, I'm still new. I'm just going to sit over here in the corner and write notes, like when they spoke with
Yeah,
Dad at the
probably.
cave that one time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's my assumption, at least.
That is
So, yeah,
100%
when-
what happened.
When do we want to do this?
We have time.
I mean,
Because I can
this is your whole
try.
thing.
I can try before we get to the Tempest. Because that'd probably be easier.
I don't know precisely what it is that you need to make contact, but
This
if
is
you have what you need, then on board the ship, then
What we do
You have
require
20
is
odd
to
days.
inform the captain that we are going to try this.
Yes.
I don't think.
and also have buckets of water in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Should we say
Right?
I'll speak to the captain tomorrow? We start trying to make contact tomorrow night.
Wait, is this a group thing or is this a you thing?
It's a me thing, but I'm saying we because,
I mean, that's
You
fair.
guys
I just
might
wanted to
have to
make sure that
watch
we don't
over.
have like a role in this because the whole god shtick is very you.
yeah, you just might need to be there in case. Just
I mean,
someone else.
You're
be there.
fire resistant.
You have the boat
Different sort of. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Mhm.
I just
So
don't-
yeah,
There's only so many gods I want to deal with. That please.
yeah. So that sound good? I'll speak to the captain tomorrow
Yeah,
Yeah.
that works for me.
after I'll speak to him after breakfast, and then I will prepare to pray.
I mean, good luck.
I'll need it.
I mean, it's not supposed to be easy.
As Zamani says, this is just like two cats around her legs, one on her shoulders, just holding
Yeah.
one in her arms.
Kill's like,
I look
wait.
at- I look at two of
Where
the
did these
cats
cats
and I
come
go-
from?
And I'm like, oh, that one's the captain of the cats.
You're the one that's just perched atop Zamani's shoulders, just like crying, just standing.
Queenie's just
He likes
looking at
being
the cats,
tall.
just going.
No, Queenie's fine.
Queenie likes cats as a chihuahua.
Queenie
Wait,
is
she's
not a
a
chihuahua.
warg.
Queenie is a warg.
I was saying in chihuahua form because I assume
Looks
she's
like
not
a-
full
no,
warg on the
just
ship.
because she takes on the form of a chihuahua doesn't make her a chihuahua.
Isn't it polymorph?
No.
No,
Okay, sorry, I thought it was polymorph. Apologies.
All
I
good.
mean, if it was, then like when you polymorph like a person, like When you get when whoever gets polymorphed into a giant gorilla or an elephant, they still have the ability to control themselves.
To a degree, I think, because it
Yeah.
does take over some mental stats.
It depends on the intelligence of the creature in question.
Yeah, well, Queenie can talk, so
Apparently.
when she wants to.
Yeah.
Just say one word this entire
Alright.
campaign.
Yeah,
Well,
Shifting
she doesn't
gears
want
for-
to very often.
What do you think is about these paintings?
What
That is
painting?
What
another
paintings?
thing. There was
Well, we're talking to
Another-
a Barney.
no, but there was
Yeah,
on,
that-
on the ship as well.
And we
There's
were
a
talking
painting
to
of a
Barney.
ship?
It was some cow thing.
No,
and Cal knew
there's
what that
not a-
was going on with.
There's not a
Hmm.
painting on the ship. There's a paint. Who? It was
Talia,
I
the
think it was
regular
Asher. Oh, the Talia. Talia is the one who told me that there was a painting of me as a
Congratulations,
okay.
you are
Humming
famous.
with
Is that-
Lufu from
Oh.
about 2 weeks ago in Balaran, of all places,
Interesting.
Up north.
up north.
Strange. Okay.
This is it's not strange. This is more concerning at this point. There is somebody going around making paintings of us, and we haven't even
And?
told them what our good sides look like.
And if they're a good
I mean-
painter, then obviously you can tell based on how people look. So I guess they're doing a decent job.
Except for us, you have two good sides.
No, my left side is much better than my right side.
Oh yeah, I see it. I see it. Yeah.
Okay.
What was the name of of the guy that was doing the paintings?
Make me get my book out.
It's a
Because I'm.
Chlorophyll.
Doug.
I'll
It's
try
a
and
To be
look
fair,
at
no,
my
that's
notes.
all I
you brought
know.
him up 3 times this session. I think that's
I know, but
Three
he
times
just
the
yeah.
session. That makes like 9 times this.
This is
Where's
this
that
is just
little
Des just
It's just a
faking
throwaway,
looking
guys.
through
Come
the book.
on.
No,
it's a throwaway
not.
that's popped up multiple times. It's no longer a throwaway, even if
In-
it was.
in-
It's just a throwaway.
2 sessions.
Yeah. This is a masterclass in gaslighting your party by Des of the
Hmm.
Elder Scribe.
See, the problem
That's
isn't
what
that
Tess
I
does all the
have,
time.
like,
It's a masterclass.
it's not a problem that I don't have the name. The problem is I have to figure out which name I gave you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck.
This
You
Exactly.
definitely a
Motherfucker.
throwaway.
I definitely gave you a throwaway name, but
Of course.
Oh,
you
it was
did.
because it was the same dude that I. that Cal met.
Don't you, Raph.
it was, yeah.
Raph, don't you
Raph,
give
what name do
away
you have
whatever
down for
name
that?
it was. Maybe we can get 2 names out of this.
Because I'm trying to find my notes. Des, you just have to scroll a long way back to try and
began
get.
with
it.
an
Sebastian.
I know that
Uh, Tomothy.
That doesn't start with an
see?
N.
Nancy. Yeah, Nancy, definitely.
It wasn't like a Nathan
Nellis.
Daniel, was it?
Was it? No.
Nellis. That
Oh,
doesn't
someone
sound
write that down. Write it down. Clip it.
right.
For posterity. Who's the
their
painter?
Their name was Nobody.
That does
Negligent.
start with an N. Good job. That's not
Um,
really a name.
Negligee.
We're an adjective.
Negligee. There we go. Perfect. name.
Navalio.
That's-
Navalio.
Navalia. Yeah. Navalia.
Navalio. Yep.
It's
Now
in
we
here
have 2
somewhere.
names.
Navalio. Yes. I don't know exactly what he's doing, but I mean, he seemed very normal when I first met him.
Wait, you know this individual?
Yes, as I mentioned that before. I met him in the court at Burton.
Yeah, that's right. The royal painter or whatever wanted to paint
No,
the
he
ambassador.
he was a merchant, a very wealthy merchant from up near Bellerin.
Oh,
Bellerin and
fair enough.
Osgren, between the two.
Hmm.
By all means, very successful in his business.
Yeah, and they said Calisthenic important people should know each other.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That was his line.
There we go.
important
Des said
people
they're
should know
important.
each other.
Well, they're certainly
Okay.
doing their job.
Well, sounds like
Yes.
we've got a few
Unknown.
fans on this ship.
It
'Cause-
appears
Is-
so.
Mm.
I feel like
Navigator
Nate's thinking
brand.
incredibly hard about this.
I'm just thinking what I would do in this situation as a DM.
Look,
Brands-
I've been running that simulation in my head since
Yeah,
since the
yeah.
painting got dropped. I was like, oh my god, what? What are we looking at here?
It's fine. It's not even what would I do. It's what would Des do in this?
Yeah. The navigator, Bran, knows me.
To be fair, we do have basically a national news source talking about what we do from month to month.
Yeah, true, but Bran is from Burton, and so knows me better than most that just listen to the news.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
It might be.
Why?
Paranoia.
Exactly. Ha, paranoia. There we go.
It's healthy
Give
to
me
be
an-
paranoid. What do you mean? Look at me, I'm fine.
You don't look fine.
Merc just rocking in the corner.
Yeah.
Mercaster hasn't slept in 8
Mikestia,
days.
you lost your cloak. You've lost your cloak of eyes, and you just got yourself a new tattoo.
You guys can hear, like, all you
At
hear
least
is
it
just-
wasn't on the neck. Then Mercaster will be a certified thug.
There's just metal
stopped
and
being
armor just
able to-
creaking constantly.
You stop
Just
being
the
able to see
postcode of the
360
hell
into
war.
the level of paranoia you have has skyrocketed. If you keep creaking your armor like that, you will be taking it off now. Or
Okay.
I will oil
Merc
you
just,
and
Merc
it will
just
not be
freezes. That's a...
fun. It's
You
a
know
threat and I mean it.
That merchant said she would oil me. Anyway,
Yes, and I said it won't be fun.
There's a vat of whale blubber over there, and it does not smell very nice.
Thank you for understanding where I was going with that.
No, no,
Anyway,
just something to be aware of. I
yeah.
think. There's you all have a profile, and you know some more than most, Calacindia, but well, no, because he's royalty.
No, I know. I just like the idea some more than most Calcinder.
But
Well, that is exactly what I am saying. I expect this of Calacindia and the Lady Zamani, but
Alexander also
I
knows
am-
something new to this conversation. hasn't said it
Congratulations,
yet.
Entourage.
Calacinder's also
You're
muted.
You muted?
He's also muted.
I cast silence on
Calacinder
Calacindia.
realized he doesn't have his mental link up, so he's like, oh, fuck, I gotta speak out loud.
You mean about the painting of Calacinder and Zamani?
That Everett mentioned.
Yeah, he's gonna bring it to Zamani privately, be like, you know that they've done paintings of us.
I can't remember the point I was about to make.
Excellent.
so this
Literally,
is
as I
something-
said it, it just went. Phew.
So this is
We're
something
on-
to not be concerned about then.
I don't believe so.
I don't think so.
Not yet.
Yeah, not at this
yet.
level.
Not yet.
Now
Twice
there's
as
a bunch
Mercastiel,
of
can you still see
propaganda
the
also.
invisible plane without the cloak?
You know I can't. You know for a fact that I can't.
I'm just
Did
asking
you
a
communicate
question.
that with us?
Uh,
I think Zev is just assuming that you still see the invisible. plane.
Mercastiel hasn't said shit. It's been a day.
Anxiety.
I mean, I can
real.
Mercastia's
I can
literally
see-
just been like in shambles since she lost
Yeah.
the cloak.
I can still see
You've
invisible
absolutely
creatures.
don't even. You have been a paranoid mess since you took off that cloak, and don't you deny it.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I can see Des. I can still see within 30 feet invisible creatures.
Yeah?
But anything else that's not a creature, if it's like a scrying thing, then that's not a creature, so I can't see that.
No, don't worry. I rolled.
Okay, cool. Easy.
Right.
You can't hear because of the
So
noise
do you
suppression, but I
have a-
rolled intimidatingly.
yeah.
I still
And
have a
also-
very high passive perception.
I
can't
will
see
say
invisible
that
things, but
everyone would know what the cloak does. Apart from, sure, Zeph might not know the specifics of the invisibility thing, but
I
you three
mean-
do know that Merc can only see invisible shit because of the cloak.
That's true.
I
That is
mean,
true.
to be fair though, you told us that, and we learned that how many months ago? That is also assuming that the characters like memorized where all of your abilities come from.
Okay. That's fair.
Especially since it's never really been mentioned. It's just been something that you said, like you've been able to. Like I, out of character, didn't realize that it came from the cloak. I thought it was something that you could do because of god shit.
Okay.
so they said first dinner.
Yeah.
You hear
apparently there's
da-dum, 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 the dinner bell rung.
There's the second one.
I'm.
You haven't been
dumb, I
invited to
think
the
that
captain's quarters for second dinner. That's more of a competitive dinner. That's more of a competitive.
Well, I should probably go and start serving some of that. Don't
So-
worry too much about the paintings, but just keep it in the back of your mind.
Now, if a bunch of propaganda starts popping up, or if there's like people impersonating us, then that's something more to be concerned about. But
Yeah.
if it's just paintings, then
Oh, one thing that has slightly slipped my mind. We need to be a lot more careful about discussing sensitive stuff. Because I don't constantly see invisible shit anymore.
fair.
All right.
Yeah.
Good reminder.
We have options around that.
I know we have options, but it's not permanent options.
Listen,
Donovan,
Not to put you on this.
you feel like something like a hand press in your pocket.
I will immediately reach around.
It's one of the cats just being like,
the
"Meow."
invisibility, and I will reach for the hand.
There's no
If
hand.
there is a hand. Suspicion.
But if you look in your pockets, you'll find this.
A severed pinky. It tastes like sausage.
Donovan, what's wrong?
Yeah, you flinched. What's
I
up?
Pull out the note and turn it around. It is a note from Xerxes saying, "I just found the funniest painting of you."
I swear to God.
Oh no.
Fair.
Okay,
Oh god. How
best
does
guess is someone is fucking with me. If
It's
I'm going
fucking with
to,
all of us, yeah.
I'm going to yell at him later.
how does
but-
Xerxes do like send the stuff? Because if you
No,
burn
no.
something, it sends.
It's
Does he
his
burn
magical. I'm a prick
And yeah,
energy.
you just think of him and you burn something and then it goes to him. It's great.
Or you have a shower with the door open, and it's usually how it happens.
Oh yeah, you gotta do that like saucy whistle thing that you do. Yeah.
You got to install Shower with your dad on Steam.
Yeah.
It's a game. It's an actual game.
What?
It is. I'm surprised,
Check it,
but I
Google
don't.
it.
Yeah.
I'm not putting that in my.
Say search.
So anyways, so Zamani like looking a little bit awkward for a second, and then she's just like, meh. So this is the first time we've like been together to like talk about a thing, or I guess multiple things in a minute.
Sure.
Mercastio, what's your plan with Kiana? Like, because you just like slept with a lady like last week, and that was like your first time sleeping with anybody, and you're like betrothed.
I heard that while working on the rigging too.
So, like, what's going on with that? Because that's a little shitty of a thing to do if you're planning on getting back with her. And if you're not planning on getting back with her, you should probably break off the engagement.
Yeah, I think breaking it off is the best course of action. Yeah, it's conversation needs to be had with Kiana, but yeah, I
I mean, don't you have Dream?
no.
Oh, then I guess you used to have Dream, but you don't anymore.
No, I've
We
never
used to
had
both have
Dream.
it.
No, Calicindir has it.
Not
No, I know
Not me.
Cinder has it. But I thought there was
Dream
a time
isn't
where
a
like
cleric
three
spell.
of us had it.
No, I had sending, which I used prolifically, but
Okay.
yeah, no, I can't really cast powerful spells anymore.
That's fair.
But yeah, that's why I was wanting to speak to her when the whole Phoenix thing initially started. But she refused.
Wait, what do you mean you were wanting to talk to her about?
Well, I
You
wanted to
were-
talk to her about us because there was clearly shit there that was unresolved between us. And then thinking on it, yeah. It developed from there.
Fair, I guess.
Yeah, we our whole thing started from quite a lot of trauma. And then, yeah. We spent pretty much our whole lives together from 16, 17 onwards. And then lost 4 years. But Kiana had to live through all 4 of them. I got the easy way.
Well, from what you're describing, it doesn't sound like the easy way. It sounds as though, even though you do not remember, you do have 4 years of guilt.
Yeah, well, it was a quicker way to get to 4 years. Which means that I didn't
But
have
while
to deal with
Kiana
the
has had
heartbreak.
all 4 years to process that information, you've had what? A year tops?
Yeah. Well, processing, sure, but then her getting taken by Samael's forces, held hostage, finding out that we,
Lancaster, where do you
with
see
Anathoth and
yourself
everything.
after this is all over?
I was definitely going to say, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And I was going to lose it.
Yeah.
I was thinking
better
about
like-
it,
Fucking hell.
but I wanted to make it a little bit more fantasy than business, so.
I'm not sure, but I think there's a lot of shit I need to work out. Not as in like figuring stuff out, but like actually, just taking up the sword and doing an actual job. I'm considering,
Well, let's look beyond
seeing
that,
what the
then.
talents can give me.
Let's see beyond after this job, after all this is over. Let's say you are like one of those old people in Theo, the ones who live on top of the hill, who overlook the beach and the very expensive properties.
Oh,
But
yeah.
As you are, imagine for me, if you are sitting there on the porch, just overlooking everything and taking it all in, do you see Kiana sitting next to you? Do you see her there? Then I think it's time for you to let it go. For the respect of you, and for the respect of Kiana. That way, the two of you can find that person, if there even will be a person.
Yeah. Merc's crying now. Just silent tears, but yeah. Yeah, I need to. Well, sounds like after this bit, then Casselia.
Perhaps somebody who could now enjoy your new stomach tattoo. It looks good, Macastia.
It hurts from a lot more because of your talons. Ow.
Yeah, I trim my talons, okay?
No, it's because of all the fucking wire wrapped around Zep's hand from the fucking
Yeah,
crab.
true. It's
That's
just
true,
like a bit of wire
all the
sticking out,
fingertips
just-
are bandaged right now, so.
Donovan, you get that message back that you sent back. And as Zeph and Mercastile are having a conversation, is anyone else going out to do anything? Does anyone want to talk to crew, or are we going to sleep for the night?
I mean, Cal will mention to Zamani at some point about their painting,
Do
but besides that, like there's no real major
Mention it to Zamani.
conversation.
You must do it in character. She is
Must do it in
holding toy caps.
I'm not allowing this
Sure.
this painter to be an off-screen thing.
Okay, but why? If it's just a throwaway.
It's
Huh?
just a throwaway.
Content.
Hang on, I'm trying to look at something.
Gaslighter.
Gatekeeper. Girl bosser.
Oh, I don't. Damn it.
Are you trying to figure out how to bring up the paintings in character? Isn't this
No,
difficult?
I was trying to figure out if I had a
Zamani,
means
for the
of
first time in my life,
contacting
I've seen a
him.
painting of you with your clothes on, and it's quite unsettling. It's quite.
You've seen paintings of me with my clothes off. Hello.
No, I was trying to see if I have any means of actually contacting this painter, Novalia. I don't, unfortunately. Although I do have a dream. So it
You do
depends
have
how-
dream.
depends
You
how
could,
paranoid
in
it
theory,
is.
try.
You're gonna just
Depends-
yoink this random guy into a dream. Be like, what are you doing?
Depends how paranoid people get over it.
I don't. I just let him. Let him cook on
Yeah,
it for a bit.
let him paint. Let him paint.
You have to bring up the painter now.
Oh wait, no, Des, do we actually seriously actually want him to
I want you to bring this up in
up?
character. I'm not
Do it.
messing.
Okay.
I love there's just a
Sure.
silent moment. I'm just over here like.
I was just assuming you're joking with that, but okay. So, Zamani, you do know that in terms of the paintings, he's done one of you and us, apparently.
Consider, how would I know that?
I don't know. You know a lot of things, Zamani.
I mean,
wasn't
you
sure if
brought it
it's
up
been-
like I was told recently. We've been together all day,
Oh, but I
except
wasn't
for
sure if
whenever
found
you
out.
had this mystery conversation.
That
No,
was when
I
you were
didn't
with
know.
Donovan. Which, by the way, what did you talk about? I didn't want to disturb you, so
I mean, nothing in particular. We were just kind of chatting.
fair enough.
Called him shortbread a few times. Pointed out some shortbread. It
course.
was a great time.
Usual.
Yeah.
But no, I was just curious that the paintings were of us, which is, I suppose,
Well,
not entirely a bad thing. But
Hopefully they're done well.
unexpected. Well, apparently they're very flattering and perhaps a bit fictitious in their renditions of us. A bit too flattering, but
I mean, isn't
That's
that
not a
how
bad
all the
thing.
roles get it done?
it's true. But
I don't know. I've never been. I've never had a single painting done of me.
true, and it's unexpected that they were done of me on the surface, I will admit. That's not something I expected to happen quite so quickly.
Well, you're literally famous. To be fair, there are random people on the street who know you, especially now that
From
you're
the
a startup.
paintings, which is odd because I
I
expected
mean, even before the
more-
paintings, we've come across people who've known us from the brass slums.
That's true.
It's just it was harder for them to pick us out until like you literally had to grow up. You tower
Fair
almost
point.
over almost everybody on the street now.
I mean, Zev does a very good job of keeping up with height.
I said almost. I mean, I'm average height and you make me look like a twig.
I mean, I make up for it by being as skinny as I am, but
I mean, I guess that's what
Oh
happened
my
with the
god,
first
Calisander and Captain Flint are opposite sliders. What am I?
Yes.
Why am I
Holy shit.
both sliders to the extremes.
Oh my god.
Sorry, continue.
No, it's funny. I mean, I guess it's strange that someone I've never met has seen me well enough to paint me and it be me. So, I mean, I guess that's a little concerning, but I mean, I kind of assume that random people scry on us every now and then when they can, so.
Strange thought, though, but I suppose expected.
I mean, we know a lot of people who are mages.
True, just most of the time when people scry on us, it's not just for paintings, it's usually because they want information and then never usually for the best of reasons. So to find out someone's
Yeah.
scrying on us for the purposes of painting, that is a little
I mean, yeah, I
Unusual.
don't necessarily know if they are scrying on us. It was just an idea. I mean, to be fair, we have a group. What would you call them? We invested in us like we're a play. Like it's kind of at this point, I don't
point.
know what to expect from people.
Yeah, I will admit, going into Theo was the first time it actually felt like we were, on the surface at least, famous, important.
I mean, it was more you, to be fair.
Calisander, can you roll me a D100?
I sure can, Des. I hope this has only got good things involved in it.
T100? Why?
Get 69 or else.
Oh, that is a 95.
Okay. Yeah, I will. I'll message you what happens.
Okay.
Do I get to know too?
One of the cats coughs
We're
up a
having
furball.
conversation.
Here comes the classic Raph poker face.
Yeah.
I mean, we are currently in an outbreak, so it's a good time for it.
Oh shit. Okay.
His music is such a bop.
Fuck's sake. Mhm. Mhm.
Wait, is
Perfect.
that your reaction to whatever you see in character?
Do I find that out in
Raftons.
character, Des?
You get like a.
Or do I get do I get a
ping
message?
in your mind?
What's up? Okay. Actually, curious. Who's the ping from?
It would be from Ruventir by means of. Sorry, from Vokatil by means of Ruventir.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Oh, interesting. No, it was apparently one of my investments in Ojikir has had quite the increase in money. Has done quite well this season.
What did you invest in Oshikir?
Oh, you know, the whole business with
Is it the pocket portals?
well, the whole group, but names. It's been 60 odd sessions since I last spoke to him, really in character.
I'm
but
not gonna know what the
cat
names
name.
are. It's just the item.
Yes, they're
Is
those
the
group there,
buck-
but heavily involved in that was also investing in it was Navalio, the merchant.
Uh-huh.
So maybe if the paintings are taking off, that is part of why there's this money that have just come in.
So like,
Biddy
oh
and I
my
have just had a
god,
hive
levels of
mind.
money, or like,
An extra
Like my-
550
oh my
gold.
oh, that's really good.
It's not bad. Which is, I guess I don't know exactly what it's from. It's just investments, but
Your Sapperstone investment. Trying to figure out artifice.
all the paintings, Des. All the paintings.
So mine's just over here, like if it's the deposit box
Callus
portal
really
things
just
for
got
the
hit up by
money.
his broker that said his portfolio is doing very well this season.
Yep. Yep. Well, I made two investments. One was with Novelio, and the other one was with the
Person.
the group making the items, the Sapperstone.
Wait, so you
Seeperstone,
invested?
sorry.
What did you? Why did you just call Sapperstone Seeperstone? We've called it Sapperstone forever.
No,
There's
Seeperstone
Seeperstone.
is
That's-
in Ojikir.
There's
That's the
two
opposite.
types.
There's
Yeah.
a second.
Yeah.
thing.
You were
No, they're different
That's-
things.
remember-
That's the common name.
yeah.
There's another thing.
Yes, that's how the portal was made. That's how the item was made. It was in the little note attached to it.
To explain
I
for people
mean,
that are
when
confused,
it's
there's two
arrived.
items in the world. One is called Sapperstone, it absorbs magic. One is called Seeperstone, and it exudes magic.
The only note that I had when I had that was from Zelly. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Ruventia sent something along with it. Originally been like, yeah, it's this is the first
Like-
product of the
Yeah, that was the first
of
product
the investment.
that your artificers made.
Yes, that's the thing. Is I immediately handed off was like, this looks official and for you. And she didn't
Yeah.
read it.
Oh,
She
that's
was
right.
just-
You didn't read that.
Yeah, I didn't
Right.
read it because
My bad.
there was also a letter from Zelly.
Tell us,
and
what did
Zvani
you
was like,
invest
"Oh,
in
I wanna
Avalia?
read my daughters
I'm
now."
curious.
I can't remember. We just spoke, and I don't know. We made some sort of business deal. There was some sort of business deal happening because it was
You made a
me,
pact with a
him,
being.
and the
You just use your like control find for his name, right? I should tell you. Or
yeah,
just the
Novalio,
word invest.
Novalio, me, and what's his?
Doug.
No, it's not his name. It's the name
Broxham.
of the Broxon, Freetail, and Artis Lightshield. Those two. Can't remember exactly the deals I made with Novalio because that's session 39.
I It's a lot of weeks away.
That is a lot of weeks when a lot's happened. But Cal
And
would
now
know in
Des is
character.
randomly pulling out close to his session on.
Yeah.
Look at this nugget. It's like, this is a surprise we're saving for later.
Yes. Cal would know in character, of course, because he keeps notes of everything he does.
Fair.
Interesting if
That
that
was
is the
the
case. You know what? I'm just going to send a message to Ruventir. I'm actually curious to dig a bit deeper into this and to just find Ruventir. Ruventir, I received the message about the investments in Ojikir. Do you know which particular investments that was, or any more details on it?
Yes, it was from Free Light Enterprise, an artifice organization.
Right. Roxon and Artis, the two of them. Right, excellent. Have you heard anything from Navalio, the Corvathil merchant that came to Burton?
No, my liege, I have not heard anything of the like.
Curious. Can you ask, I suppose, are you in regular contact with Artis and Roxon?
No, Vocatil is, and she asked me to pass a message on.
Right. Perhaps I should message Vocatil about this. Thank you. Ruventir? Turn to Vocatil's page. Vocatil, I hope you're doing well. I heard about the update to the treasury from my Ojika investments. That was from the, what was it called as? Free Light Enterprise?
Yep.
Free Light Enterprise.
Correct, my liege.
Right. I have also, in the past, in a similar meeting, I made contact and some minor dealings with a Corvathil merchant by the name of Novelio. Do you remember, or have you heard anything about this man?
I don't
In more
recall
recent
anything
times?
of the like, my liege.
Your face right now.
Okay, why does no one
What?
remember? Why do neither of them remember him?
I wonder.
Curious. All right.
It's all in the mind, you know.
Well, thank you, Vocatil. Thank you for that. Hope everything at Eril is doing well. Thank you. Turn to Everett's page. Everett, I hope I'm not disturbing you too much, but I remember back a while ago now in the court, you had a Corvathil merchant by the name of Novelio. Do you know
Time
anything
is it,
about him?
Calicindia? Do you know how many people I see every week at court?
Of course, of course.
No, Corvathil merchant. It doesn't ring a bell.
Is it a conspiracy, or is the madness coming back?
Fuck, what's his name? What's the name of the new head of the treasury in Burton? The guy who replaced Ricola.
I know who you mean. I just don't have the name on hand.
Yeah. So, mentioning his name, could you perhaps ask him if he remembers the name, or remembers this man?
If it's important, I could.
I haven't
So
heard
yeah, the new
anything-
Lord of Corn is Asher Blackwood.
Asher Black.
That's right.
If you
Another Asher.
if you have the time, of course. I know you're busy, but
Do you need it now?
no, it is quite alright. You can do it at a later date.
Also, are you sure that
thank you.
Valia wasn't in Ariel Keep when you held court?
It would have
in-
been because that's what the notes for my session 39 says.
In which case,
we're
why
in
the
Ariel.
fuck doesn't Vocatil and Ruventir remember him?
I don't know.
Because that was the day before we met Aurelius.
Yeah, it was. And
I've
they don't
got
remember-
the 15th of Yorindar,
Yeah,
I believe.
that's correct.
Why the
because
fuck
all
don't
my
you-
notes are the Flameborn, Angel of Erebus, Mount Iriman, North Arvigrad. That's all I've got.
Why the fuck does no one remember this man?
Because
then?
that was the same time we.
Vocatil remembers anyone that comes to court. Vocatil would keep track of that. Vocatil doesn't remember.
Hey, have you heard of Modify Memory?
I sure have. Have you also heard of
Cool.
Mr. All these people changing identities around us without modifying memory, just fucking doing it on the fly?
I mean, there's much more
No.
mundane ways to hide who you are.
Yeah, there's much easier ways.
Who's the paranoid one now?
Cal's been paranoid for the entire campaign. I don't know what you're on about. Cal's is Mr. Paranoia over here. Just because he doesn't have the voices in his head, he's still paranoid.
Yeah, and Samai's just over here like, okay, be paranoid. What are you gonna do about it? We
Oh,
can't do
nothing.
shit about it. Exactly.
Nothing
so
at all.
why are you wasting all this energy?
Because to be informed is important, Samani.
And what you were informed about is that nobody knows.
Precisely.
So you have no new information except for
Vocatil.
more things to make you concerned.
If an important person comes to court, do you think Vocatil would remember them or keep records?
So I don't mean this to be rude or mean, but if a random painter comes to court, would Vocatil think that they're important?
No, he's not a random painter. At least that's not how he was presented there and how everyone seemed to refer to him by.
Well, then what was he?
A very wealthy person from up in Yosgren who had actually no connection to painting.
Didn't you say that he asked you to paint you previously? So there would have to be some connection there.
Des, I have no idea. I remember his business, him being wealthy, him being merchant.
He never
that's it. I can't-
asked to paint you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I think
He
you said
never-
in a previous session that they used someone.
Maybe?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Okay.
But no, he had no connection. He was introduced himself to everyone there as being a very wealthy merchant.
A wealthy merchant from Yosgren who
Mhm.
who was not to do that, but he was into do with the gem mines near Yosgren. Nothing to do with being a painter.
Yes.
And he said important people
Yes.
should know each other.
Yes, and people there seemed to think that he was important. The other people around him and other people at court that day.
And to be fair, court will think anybody who has money is important.
Precisely, but then that is someone that people would remember and not all say who was that.
Unless it was made up.
Unless it was
I mean, if
made
you're
up.
charismatic enough, you can do anything.
Didn't strike me as being that charismatic fellow.
I
Very,
mean, if they're trying
business.
to deceive you, of course not.
Very business orientated.
Not charismatic, but is now currently consuming your
I'm just
every
very
waking
curious.
moment.
Because maybe it'll eventually come to light that it's just me memeing with you all. But as it currently stands, around the table, what's everyone's theories about the paintings?
Des, you have pulled some random reference to something 40 sessions ago, like over like 50
60
sessions ago, that I
seconds almost.
that I
Yeah.
expected to have zero repercussions on the whole campaign. You've just pulled it up almost 60 sessions later.
Twice
Objectively.
in
To
2
be
weeks.
honest,
Objectively, even though that I am currently a player at this table, I think it is just a tool to represent the fact that the Kingfishers are now much higher up on the food chain than they were initially when they first started playing the game. That is why there are now people just going around painting important people.
my other
including the
headphones started
Kingslayers.
working.
Oh,
That's strange.
I was like, wait, I have surround sound now. Wait.
Let's go.
but that is my
Um,
theory. And I also think that the painter may also be a changeling.
I
Yeah.
have stopped trying to figure out Des's madness. I'm here for the ride.
Yeah, we just let it happen.
Exactly.
Mhm.
I've given up on trying to solve
Watch
shit because
me
I never
when
get
you
it
guys
right.
leave the. I'll never mention this again, and you'll have to ask in the epilogue and be like, "What was the deal with the painter, Des?"
D&D
I know,
brief exists for a reason.
My theory is because my theory is always the same. It's a god of some form or some fey being that is just doing this on a whim to fuck with us because they can. That's
it's
my
just
theory.
Xerxes. It is 100% just Xerxes. Just going
that's
down.
It's the
exactly it. So,
Firewalker. The Firewalker planted the
We literally-
seeds.
Nate believes that Nate agrees with Vinny, and this is just a great plot device to elevate the status and profile of the Kingfishers. Donnie wholeheartedly believes that Xerxes is now fucking with all of them for sheer memery.
God of secrets and God of trickery.
It's one of them. That is being dicks now.
Well, it's fucking one of yours.
I mean, how many gods are a party intertwined with at this point?
Too many.
We're
You know how
just.
many- You know how many
Here.
gods interacted with Zeph before this entire intervention with the Kingfishers? None.
Mhm.
That's the
Just
normal person's
nada.
like experience. So you know.
Back into it. Is Calisyn just panicking to Zamani?
That's why it's just like, okay, but it's fine. You can't do anything about it anyways. There's no use being this paranoid about it.
I can do things about it, though. I can try.
Okay, do
I can
what?
try. Ask people to look into him, of course.
They don't know what to look into. Nobody knows anything.
Precisely, if no records come back of a merchant, an extremely important merchant from Yosgren called Novelli, then we will know that there's someone fucking with us. And something more.
We
to it.
already know there's someone fucking with us, dearest.
I mean, no, but it could literally just be a person doing paintings that met us and thought it would turn a nice profit.
yeah.
Of course, but then there's also the chance that it's someone
What
fucking
is
with us.
what is the worst case scenario? If the worst case scenario is just someone fucking with us, do you really think it's that important to draw away resources away from the very important work everyone else is doing?
I mean, there's people we can put on it that aren't doing that important.
Kel's here. He's free.
I mean, he's
Okay,
got a soul now, so
seriously.
you know.
What is the worst case scenario?
All as Africans taking up
It
painting.
The worst case scenario is the paintings or who the person could be.
Oh my god.
Because the worst thing that that person could be is a spy for someone against us.
It's clearly the Eye of Ruin who's now bored in his exile.
Okay. So, as you all start to bed down for the night, something
Somebody's
getting.
just like, hun, I want to go to bed. Please stop it with the
Remember,
theories. I
Calisyn
regret-
doesn't
I
need to
regret
sleep.
asking the
Calisyn doesn't
question.
sleep.
Yeah.
The Kalisyn doesn't need to sleep. He can stay up all night being paranoid about it.
It's like, I love you so much. I will have you power word kneeling in the next room if you do not shut up and let me sleep.
So, as the party beds down for the night, gets a night's rest, as the seas grow a bit choppier as you sail ever westward. Sleep comes easy to some and flits from others. We pan away from the mermaid song in the midst of the waters west of Thiel. Panning over eastward to Erael Keep. Late night hours. Quiet and calm. The street abuzz with night activity. Few people coming and going from the local tavern, making what they will of it. Small little shop is set up outside on the ground. Canvases laid out. That's where we're going to leave it for this week.
Also, what tavern? I don't
So
think we'd
annoying.
funded one yet.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
Had we? Okay.
Yeah, Theo.
I thought we
Theo
were,
laid the foundations for it.
okay, I thought we were still waiting to give him money.
Nope.
No, he put the first bit of it and you guys funded the rest.
They were
Okay, cool.
seasons ago.
But yeah,
Awesome.
that is where we're going to leave it off, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for the bits today, Indecisive. Thank you for the follow, Welsh Weasel. And we will see you again tomorrow for some world building. We're going to be working on one of a name Vidi suggested of Erdenvast, a big old country city thing. And that could be kind of fun. Vidi, are you going to be there for that?
Yeah.
I am gonna be there for that.
Oh, wow.
Hey, let's go.
Guys,
I'll be
Vidi's
working.
pretty
I'll be in
cool.
the chat. Hell yeah. Come and hang out.
go look.
Vidi
might-
is
I
pretty
might-
cool.
Just go look at
Don't
Vidi's
like
face
that.
when they stream. They play Dark Souls, and they've never actually taken a single point of damage in Dark Souls. They've never even been hit. God Gamer,
No,
you
that's
can't tell me
true.
otherwise.
Wow. We
If
just-
you see them get hit when you go there next, it's your fault. We'll see you next
Hey,
time.
look, we beat Dancer at the Boreal Valley
There's also this
last
really
week.
fun thing
Okay.
where you can just make him stare at the camera for like 30
No,
seconds or something.
stop it.
It's really funny.
Why do you think I'm
Get me outta
saving up
here.
all my channel points? I'm just lurking. I'm going to get like a full stream. Just Stare. Is there a
Look,
redeem
it's
limit on
once
this?
per stream. There's a redeem limit on it.
What? How much channel points is that currently to do?
It's like 5,000.
I think I can make you
Up
do
to
that
5,000
every stream
channel
for like the
bits.
next month.
That's a threat.
Ooh,
That is
promise.
a threat.
that is
God.
a threat.
At the worst possible
content.
moment, mid boss fight.
Look, I've done it while not looking at the screen before. I was okay.
No, it's all right. We love a bit of chaos here. We will see you next time as we'll dig deeper into the oceans further westward, and maybe I'll never mention the paintings again. See you next time, guys. Bye.
Bye.